favorite podcast is Jitsandtitspodcast. I put up my tits to get down with this. My favorite podcast, Jitsandtitspodcast. We fight and then we celebrate with tits.
What's up? You're on with another episode of Jits and Tits. Damn! The Jits and Tits podcast is brought to you by Brandon Remy of Remy Fit, the premier online training outlet for combat sports athletes, focusing on the 4 pillars of performance: movement, mindset, sleep, and nutrition. Check out Brandon at RemyFit.com and be RemyFit on Instagram.
We're also brought to you by Island Kava, Long Island's first and only kava bar, serving exotic teas and relaxing elixirs that'll help you recover and wind down after an intense training session. Island Kava is located right in the heart of Patchogue.
We are also sponsored by Total Motion 360. This new at-home fitness product combines both functional training and traditional training methods, taking it to new levels never seen before. Total Motion 360 combines landmine training and mixes movements from yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi, creating fun, total body workouts to promote balance, mobility, and strength. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Total Motion 360 and visit their website, totalmotion360.com.
We're also brought to you by Relax and Revive, which is a total mind and body optimization and rejuvenation space. When you need to feel recharged and ready to go, book an appointment or walk in and give yourself a well-deserved break. They offer access to infrared saunas, leg compression therapies, full-body LED recovery bed, cold plunge, and professional massage therapy. They also have a private room that has an infrared sauna and cold plunge in the same room to try out their contrast therapy.
What up?
What's up, fellas?
Man, fuck Cody Veltri. Cody Veltri, you little bitch. If you're watching this, I'm going to dive into this fucking Jan Aljo fight real quick, you motherfucker.
Does he watch?
All right, hostility early in the morning.
Does he watch?
He will, but I think he doesn't, but I think he will. He listens to a
Why
lot
don't
of
we
podcasts.
call him?
Should we call him?
Yeah, let's just call him. Let's
Yeah.
let's air the beef out. Fucking
Yo,
mano y mano.
Wait.
Hold on, I gotta get
hold
this
up,
thing.
Hold up. We're jumping into it way too fast. we have listeners out there. We just started. Let's give them a little backstory, and I think when the conversation gets heated, we'll give this motherfucker a call.
Yeah.
And we'll all shit on his chest.
Tell him why you mad, son.
I think that's the adult fucking way to handle this brutal situation that we're dealing with right now.
Yeah. So last night, if the listeners don't know, we had the
UFC 273.
Yep.
All right, first off, before we start talking about the bad, let's talk about the good. Fucking Burns, baby. Heart of a fucking lion.
Oh my God.
Burns fucked us.
Yeah.
He did,
but we didn't have a shot in that zombie fight. But
Well,
Burns,
Zombie fucked us also, but
Yeah, but still.
Did anybody actually expect Zombie to win?
no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he was our underdog. We bet on him.
We bet on him.
No, we did it. We parlayed like the 3 big dogs on like the main card.
Okay.
And after Burns' performance, we got really excited because we thought it might be a split decision.
Dude, it was a war.
You could have made an argument that Burns had a shot. Like the people that I watched it with were like, yo, he got robbed. I'm like, no, he didn't. I'm like, I thought.
No, I wouldn't say
think he got
robbery, but I thought it warranted a split decision.
Yeah.
I thought Chimaev won rounds 1 and 3 pretty clearly.
I don't know round 3 pretty clearly, though.
I don't think that could have been a 5-round fight.
They both were doing like very little in that third round.
Yeah.
The reason why I say clearly for Chimaev in the third round is
He was
because
moving forward.
and there was a point in time after the failed shot by Burns, he shelled up on the fence and looked like he was about to get stopped for a solid 20, 30 seconds before he started kind of getting a little bit of a second wind. But he was throwing, but he was missing a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Chimaev was landing. They were pot shots, but he was landing. And then the last 10 seconds, he was throwing that right hand like crazy, but I don't think he won that round.
It still was a great fight, though.
Yeah, it still was a good
Gilbert
fight.
Burns came
Absolutely
out.
a great fight. I'll give you that. I'm not arguing that. I just didn't see the cause for alarm
But
with
when you-
Chimaev winning.
It's funny when you have money on it. It's like so much more interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
I told Lise last night. I said,
$10.
Yeah, I said I think the next couple of fights, I'm gonna throw a couple bucks out on the matches and make it a little bit more interesting.
Interesting,
you know?
yeah.
Because you're financially invested, so
yeah.
you're emotionally invested.
Right.
You know, like we all threw $10 in. It was like a $30 bet. But we were able to win like over $3,000.
Yeah, we were going
guys
to get
won $3,000
No,
last night?
we were going to get over 1,200 apiece. That's what we just did. The 3 like huge upsets. So
Yeah, so
like the
for-
chances of that happening obviously aren't good, which is why it was paying so good.
Correct. But in the UFC or a fight, it's like it is possible.
Yeah,
it's
you
like-
never know.
yeah.
4-ounce gloves, it's like,
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
And it's also like $10, so it's like not a big deal if we
Right.
we lost.
Right.
You know, who
So
cares?
we're here, we're fucking screaming our heads off at the TV, dude.
Yeah.
It was
Would you-
actually the laptop. We were screaming at the laptop.
What'd you think about the stoppage in the zombie fight? Herb Dean fucking throwing the towel in.
I left before the end of
Oh,
that
you didn't
fight.
see- he was
dude,
getting
the third round.
mopped.
In the third round, he had him mounted, and I was like, "This fight's over, bro."
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm going home." I knew the TKO was an eventuality.
Yeah,
I left.
I've been jokingly saying that he robbed like Korean Zombie of like one of the greatest comebacks of all time, but it didn't look like dude. Zombie's got a chin and a half on him though.
But that's what I'm
They
saying,
call him
though,
the
man.
zombie for a reason.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. He was dropped bad several times
Yeah,
in that
a couple
fight.
times.
And it's like, all right, so he's up. He's intelligently defending himself. He's standing in front of his opponent, and he got cracked really good. And then Herb Dean's like, nope, no more.
Yeah, why would you stop that?
I don't know, man. It's a professional fighter. You know,
From
no, I get
didn't
it was
see.
bad. He wasn't really
It
returning.
was in the fourth
Is
round,
there-
right?
is there a
Was it the
drop
fourth or the
count?
third round?
Third.
no,
don't
it wasn't the third. I think it was the fourth.
All right, so if it was in the fourth round, dude, I mean,
It wasn't off a drop either.
Zombie literally offered 0 to Volkanovski.
Yeah,
0.
which was expected.
Right, but it's the corner's job to throw in the towel.
No, the ref has the ability to do that too. The ref,
Well, yeah, we saw it last night, but
I mean, in boxing,
landed some shots.
referees do that all the time in boxing when it gets into like the mid to late rounds, and it's clear that a fighter has no chance of winning.
yeah,
The refs will save them from further damage.
I just never.
I know,
seen
but
it in the UFC.
but these guys.
I
could-
know, I agree, but I think it's good that it's starting to happen because a guy like Korean Zombie probably would have gotten his ass kicked for the next round and a half with a super low chance of winning, like Moicano and RDA. You know, that fight should have been stopped. Moicano should not have been out there for the 5th round.
yeah,
You know, they should have stopped that. He had no chance of winning that fight. I mean, I get it. Everybody in MMA, you never know, 4-ounce gloves, but it's like, it's super low percentage. Super low. And
Yeah,
the way that
it's a Hail Mary.
that Zombie fought most of that night, there's not really, he didn't give you any reason to believe that he was going to come back and pull one out.
yeah.
He wasn't competitive at all.
Yeah. I mean, he did land some shots though. It wasn't like he didn't land shit. He did land some shots, but I guess you're right though. As the fight goes on later rounds, it's like you need a knockout here, brother, to
Right.
fucking win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And he wasn't.
and when
throwing
you're not
knockout
competitive,
punches.
like he wasn't really very competitive in that fight at all.
No.
It's one thing if you're competitive.
Yeah, the fight's going back and forth or whatever like that.
Even if Volkanovski's like, oh, he's definitely winning the rounds, but it's a competitive fight. He's still in it. But like when you're just getting fucking
piss mob.
Yeah.
For fucking 4
Everything was
rounds.
landing. Dude,
Yeah, I don't
Burns
have
was
a problem
throwing,
with that.
At one point, Burns was throwing fucking haymakers, and they were all landing.
All
I
of
was
them.
like, it's landing. It's everything's landing.
yeah, he was the first fight of our.
There was a
parlay.
couple of them where I thought he was gonna knock him out. Like,
Well, he wobbled him at the end
Yeah.
of the second
Dude,
round. But it
what
was like
about
the very,
Mackenzie
very-
Dern fucking pulling guard and using the fence to like hip escape
Yeah.
for that Kimura?
Dude,
and
that
then
was-
cheating her ass off.
because she put her toes. In the cage. That was exciting, man.
Speaking of cheating her ass off, that thing is. Don't do that.
Nice.
Keep that thing on there.
Yeah.
It's a dumper.
Don't
Yeah.
cheat it off.
But yes, I love that shit,
on
dude.
there.
I love seeing
Dude,
some
Mike,
jiu-jitsu with
Mike
that.
Welch gave me the worst betting advice yesterday. He said Mackenzie Dern by submission, which I guess wasn't the worst advice because
That's
she
good.
like kind of came close. But he's like, of the underdogs of the 3 guys in our parlay, like Burns was my guy, and he's like, Zombie, dude, don't sleep on Zombie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, Zombie got fucking mopped.
He did get mobbed. But
yeah,
Dern, man,
Volkanovski is
yeah, he's a machine. dude.
dangerous.
Oh, he's so good. After that Ortega fight, man.
Yeah.
The thing
Ortega,
about-
I want to see them run that back. That
The
was
thing
that fight
about
was amazing.
Volkanovski is, if you watch his fights, he doesn't make mistakes.
No, he's so perfect.
Yeah.
He doesn't get hit.
He like never makes mistakes. He's never in his bad position. Like his fight IQ is so good,
Yeah.
and he's not the most exciting. Although last night it looks like it's crazy that he's gotten even better because he's like he's even more exciting, and he looks like he's punching with more accuracy. He's landing and hurting guys more, but he just doesn't make mistakes. He's
like a
always
robot.
Yeah, it's insane. He's always in the right position. He makes the right decisions all the time. Like when he shoots or changes a level, it's like always the right decision. It's insane.
Yeah, he never lets his emotions get the best of him either.
No, and he never gets tired.
Yeah,
Ever.
He looked the same the entire
Cardio machine.
Yo, it's crazy that he's such a cardio machine too, because like he used to be like a 230-pound brick of a rugby
really?
player.
Wow.
Yeah, you ever seen the
No,
picture of
I've
him?
never seen him.
Dude, he was like a 230-pound brick.
He must have like
Let's pull it up on the
that
new-
played rugby. Yeah,
he-
you want it, Terence? Because you guys got butthurt about me trying to help out here.
Whatever, dude. I'll just use my phone for personal shit now. I don't care.
Yo, when we call Cody, I'm on his side. Fuck you.
You could be on Cody's side. I don't care. I just want to.
Yeah, are we calling
it
this
up.
fucking loser or what?
No, I'm good. I'm
Oh,
fucking
now
good.
you don't wanna
I'm not-
do it.
I'm not upset at all. I don't know how to use a fucking keyboard, dude. I'm a fucking construction worker, bro.
It's the same keyboard that's on your phone. That's just this one. You can feel it.
Volkanovski, how do you say his name?
Volkanovski.
Volkanovski. He must like have like restless leg syndrome when he's sleeping, dude. That boy does not stop.
Yeah, he's like Gregor, bro.
He's moving it. Yeah, he's like
Fucking Gregor at Pride. He was like going 100 miles a minute.
Yeah, he was, dude.
That's that B team for you.
Ooh.
He doesn't train there obviously, but
Nah,
Dude, look at him. This is Volkanovski as a rugby
Oh
player.
my gosh, what a house.
what the fuck?
Holy shit,
Bro, he looks like he's got a chin on him.
He looks like he is a chin.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
you know-
like a 5 foot chin.
You know who he looks like? Is Leo Savage.
I don't know, man. Leo
Yo,
Savage
Paul-
is like 100 pounds lighter than that dude.
No. I'm saying like now. Pull up a picture of him now. Like last night with his head shaved.
That's the guy who like posts videos of him like smoking weed and while he's like
Yeah,
working
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't think of his name.
Leo Savage was a bodybuilder, dude.
Yeah, I don't really see the.
His fucking face.
No,
Like his
I don't know, dude. I don't see it.
bro.
not at all. You talking about Leo Savage, like black hair and fucking.
This one? Maybe
you guys.
here, I guess.
No. Pull up a picture of him like from last night.
The fuck, what do you want me to put? Leo Savage last night? Like,
I'm talking about fucking Volkanovski last night, asshole.
Volkanovski.
you keep saying Leo Savage.
No.
He's gonna pull up Leo. You're
Yeah.
gonna pull up Vulcan. We'll do it
Thank
side
you.
by side.
Thank you. Fucking retards.
That's so funny. Yo, that happens a lot though, man. When you're like, oh, you know who that guy looks like, and then you get pictures in front of you, and you're like, oh,
Oh, maybe not.
yeah, because your mind is like picturing.
No,
something
because I
completely
asked Danny
different.
last night and he agreed with me.
That's why I rarely tell somebody that they look like somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would never say to his face.
Yo, it's funny when people look similar.
Yo, who was that? We were like, fuck, who
We
was
called somebody something to their face.
that? Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. That sounds hilarious. That sounds like something Nick would do. Didn't you guys do that to someone at the casino and they got really offended, Dave? You told somebody that they
No, Rick did.
Rick told somebody.
Rick told this redheaded
Oh,
kid.
that's what I was thinking
Rick
of.
told the redheaded kid that he looked like some actor, an
Carrot
actor
Top?
from the movie Heavyweights or something like that.
Oh,
the kid
yeah. He said you look like Lars from Heavyweights.
Yeah. The kid got so offended.
Meanwhile,
bro.
Lars is jacked.
Yeah, dude, Lars is a good-looking guy, and the kid was like, "Oh, you're being a dick," and Rick was like, "No, I'm just telling you that you remind me of somebody." And he's like, "What's the problem with Lars?" He's like, "Lars is actually a good-looking guy," and the kid got really upset.
I could see it.
Like that square
chin.
chin.
They got the chin.
Yeah, exactly.
everybody has a square chin in the fight game,
Nah.
dude.
Bro,
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Lars in Heavyweights is so good. He's like, don't drink the water. No, don't pee in the water. Don't drink the water. He peed in it.
Dude, that kid got so upset where it was like an hours long like process thing. The kid ended up getting thrown out. He came back,
Really?
he came back later, was complaining. It's like, bro, Jesus Christ, get over it. You just got told you look like somebody. I get it, like you're redheaded and you're upset about like the redhead jokes, but like it wasn't that.
Yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been like the kid from The Mask with Cher. Remember that movie?
Yeah, the fucking
Dude, with
Rocky Dennis.
With elephant.
Dude, people tell me I look like Rocky Dennis.
Elephantitis.
Yeah, people tell me that all the time. Like, you look like Rocky Dennis.
Well, you want to call? Yeah, we'll call him. I don't give a fuck.
looking like the Elephant Man. Does he know he's getting called in? With the,
Should I call him and let him know he's going to be on the podcast?
Text
Or-
him, be like, "Yo, I'm gonna call you."
Why? Because just so he
Text
doesn't
them and
just
be
hang
like,
up?
yo, let's hash this out on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, explain what you're hashing out. Because we still haven't gotten to
This
that.
guy thinks that fucking that it was a good fight, Aljo and.
Oh,
and
dude, we
Jan.
didn't even get into that fight.
Yeah,
man.
we
That
didn't even
fight
get into
was
that.
I know. That's why I'm
dog
waiting
shit.
for this guy.
All right, so just text him and
Unless you guys want to talk about it. Oh, no, I'm going to put it in the group chat. Would you like to have a mature adult conversation about last night's events?
Nice, there
on
you
the
go.
podcast.
Yeah, so Aljo
Live right now.
Sterling fought Jan last night, and I gotta say it was probably the most boring fight besides Usman versus Masvidal.
Yes.
He said Maya and Woodley was horrible. He said if you thought that fight was bad, go watch Maya Woodley.
Yeah, what about Usman versus Masvidal?
Yeah, it was garbage.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might have thought that was a good one too. He thought it was great.
Yeah,
I thought-
dude.
So my argument-
last night was fucking dog shit.
Yeah, because you know what I think too, man? Like I think people don't understand jiu-jitsu, and Sterling was not looking for the finish. He was content
Right.
with the body lock, double underhooks, sitting there and holding him down for like 3 minutes at a clip.
Yeah, he
like,
had
if
like
you-
8 minutes on the back, and
Not just
not
that.
a single sub attempt, and he wasn't really. It's not like he was
didn't-
raining fire. Either.
Exactly. He didn't. Not once did he look to get on top
And, like,
and
throw
start
punches.
throwing punches
Yeah.
or flatten him out on the back, throw punches, or like, hey man,
He looked like a wrestler who
I'm
just
not-
got there and was like, "Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What do I do now?"
Listen, I'm obviously not fighting for a title in the UFC.
No.
But
No, Aljo was obviously
I've
not me.
watched a ton of fights. I've called a lot of fights. I've fought before. Like
Cornered
at some
quite
point.
a few fights.
You need to stop grappling for the only obvious finish that is available in terms of a submission in a high-level title fight, and you need to start presenting like other dilemmas. Maybe look to get on top and start punching to open up the submission.
Yeah.
Whether it be a rear naked choke, a head and arm triangle,
he
something.
But he
His
wasn't
arms
even,
were
he wasn't
underneath.
even looking
Right,
for the
his
side.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Which is crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
agreeing.
double
I'm saying like
unders
at
with
some
the
point
fucking
in
body
that type
triangle.
of fight, you need to now move on. Like it's very obvious that you have a body triangle, you have his back. It's obvious. Peter Yan, maybe not the greatest jiu-jitsu guy in the world, but he knows it's a rear naked choke. You
Yeah.
have to move on. You have to present other problems now
Yeah.
that maybe lead to the rear naked choke, like
Right.
throwing strikes.
Yeah, and
You know,
I
or
would
hand fighting.
I would agree with that. I mean, I agree with that regardless. But in last night's situation, Sterling wasn't even looking for the sub. Like I could understand if like Sterling was there, like fighting for under the neck, hand fighting. He was content with double. It wasn't even like he was looking to even go for the sub. That's
was just
what
control. He just wanted to stay on his back.
That's what was frustrating about the position. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're in a championship fight. You're fighting for the belt.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you not looking for the sub? You're content with holding him in body lock, double underhooks. Like if he was sitting there and he was fighting the hands and he was like kept
Smacking him or
and
something.
he kept swimming under for the rear naked choke. He wasn't even attempting it. You know.
He said absolutely not. He won't do it.
Oh,
Pussy.
That's why we should have just straight up called him,
whatever.
Nah, you can't bum rush people.
ambush him, and then you guys be quiet. And then it's like, you know, all right, like you're in middle school, you like a girl, so you three-way call her, and you're silent, and your boy's saying like, oh, so what about Dave? Would
I
you
never-
kiss any of the boys from class?
I never had that happen because when I was in high school and middle school, chicks just did not dig me.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
You think it was
dude.
because you were obese?
100%. 100% because I was obese.
I think you're about to say like you got your boys waiting in the bushes, dude, and like you get that kid that you wanted to beat up, you like bring him around the corner. And
Well,
No.
that's another.
Wait,
That's
let
another
this kid
scenario.
know that him saying absolutely not just means he gets roasted
Yeah.
now for the next
Yeah, with-
hour and he can't defend himself.
Should we just call him anyway? Should we just bum rush this kid and put him on blast, bro?
Yeah.
And listen, I want to go back to the Aljo thing real quick. I understand too. I don't think what Aljo did in the beginning was dumb because like cooking the beans, right? Like, yo, you get on his back, especially in that second round, you got 3 minutes to work. Like, yo, wear him out. You know, control the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Don't give that up. It's early in the round. You don't want to give that up. You don't want to lose that position. So like the first, you
But
stay
use
on his
that
back.
position.
You stay on it. Even dude, even that first minute and a half, stay on his back and just control the shit out of him. I'm with that.
Yeah.
Especially second round. It's early. You got plenty of time. But like two
not three,
full
yeah.
rounds of that was like,
Right.
all right.
Yeah, it was horrible,
Yeah.
dude. It was fucking horrible. And on top of it, though, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I know it's big for Sterling. He wants that W, but at the same time, it's like it's horrible for spectators, dude.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to see you just riding somebody's back out, clearly not looking for a finish.
What else is crazy, dude, is they were in Jacksonville, Florida, and they were chanting for Peter Yan, a Russian.
Yeah.
Do you know how bananas that is?
Sterling just isn't out there putting on shows. That's a problem.
He
He has,
honestly,
though.
I'm
Yeah.
happy for him.
Yeah.
He defended it. And now he got an actual win. I'm not debating who won that fight last night.
No,
like,
correct.
I'm not
clearly
like that's
won.
not what I'm saying. I'm
Yes.
just saying that I don't think they put on the show that they
a
could have.
debate behind it. I could see.
Well, I saw
round one could have went either fucking way. I feel like.
Well, I saw
I don't
he
know.
he
I
sent
think
this
he
like
was pretty-
this sabermetric like stats or whatever, and it's like they do the
significant strikes.
the round scoring. Like if you look at this,
Yeah,
it does.
I-
It gives partial points, so it shows you how close it was. You know,
but
if-
what is this based off?
you know,
of?
like this is just off. Like I don't know who. That's someone's like scorecard, but instead of it being like just a straight 10-9, they give you like decimals. So it shows you that it was like a difference of like 0.1. So you could make the argument because
right, because round
closest
one
title
like,
fight in history.
obviously it was obvious. Rounds 2 and 3 were Aljo dominated.
Yeah.
Round 4 and 5 were pretty obvious that was Peter Yan. It all came down to round 1, in my opinion. And I felt like round 1 could have went either fucking way.
I didn't think that like rounds they give him like over 10 in one of these rounds. I think they made it like a 10-8 round basically.
And
Oh, no,
let's
they didn't.
talk about Peter Yan's terrible fight IQ, by the way, because in rounds 4 and 5, he kept trying to take Aljo's back. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And like, how many times did he stuff a takedown and have that front headlock position where he could have just got up and started punching?
Right, or holding him down too. Like, I mean, Sterling knew that he was better on the ground, so he stayed on the ground, and like Jan still was invited in. He still took the invite and went to the ground.
Right. And he was hurting him in the 4th round with straight punches, and then just continued to grapple after. It's like, get back up and start punching.
Right, exactly.
Terrible fight IQ.
Yeah. And
terrible.
even so, like, all right, so you want to like body ride somebody, you want to be like that referee's position, like that wrestler stand control. Throw some punches, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just sat there and like just kind of was like riding him for a couple.
I felt like he was being like egotistical, where he was like, I'll take your back too. Look, you did it to me, I can do it to you.
Right. And that's going to get you fucked up.
Yeah, and it cost him the fight. Like, he could have maybe finished.
Definitely. 100%, dude.
Yeah, there was a
100%.
couple times where it's like, oh shit, like Aljo, you better get your ass up.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. Regardless of my criticisms of the fight with Aljo there, like in those, on the back position, you got to give that guy credit.
Oh
man.
yeah, credit.
Like,
I'll give credit where
fucking
credit's due.
everything he went through, like in the lead up of that fight, like all the criticisms he took, and then to come back, and he fought much better in this fight than he did the first time with Jan.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I thought he
you
was
got
gonna
to
get
give the
red
guy a
flag.
fucking boatload of credit for that, because mentally, like, he came back strong as fuck, and I think that's impressive. And I think him and TJ Dillashaw is going to be a fucking scrap. But
yeah, you think it's gonna be a scrap?
Dillashaw's an
I feel
animal,
like
bro.
Sterling's gonna get his ass whooped.
dude, listen.
We said that this time too. So now I got to give the man respect. Like
No, but
Sterling is good enough to make, like, look what he did to Jan, dude. I
Yeah,
mean, Jan's real good, and he, say what you want, like, it wasn't the prettiest thing, but he neutralized Peter Yan and kind of made him fight his fight. If he can pull that off with TJ Dillashaw, it's going to be a scrap.
Yeah, but I feel like what he did to Jan doesn't seem like a really good grappler. And I feel like Dillashaw is a good scrapper.
Yes, he is.
And I feel like he has better hands too. He's so much faster.
Way better hands.
So much
Way better
more
hands.
diverse. He's not just so straightforward and like one-dimensional.
I agree.
And I feel like Dillashaw is not going to allow him to run around the cage like he did last night.
Yeah, and
They both run around the cage. That's why I think it's going to be interesting, because they both have that, like, fucking movement-based style. Like, TJ Dillashaw is not the type of guy that's going to track you down like the way Jan did. That's why I think it's going to be interesting.
there was like 110 strikes in the Aljo Jan fight over 25 minutes.
110.
That's like half a round for Holloway
Yeah. That's insane.
That's crazy.
Bro. That's insane.
Combined.
That's insane.
So like
That's like,
And what
that's what I was trying to say. And obviously we're all fucking jits guys. So like he just like you guys were saying, he wasn't flattening him out. He wasn't really working from the back. He was just he was going for ride time.
Yeah.
It was like EBI, like overtime rules.
Yeah, he was
not
just
going for the sub.
He was looking to win the round by control.
Just by control, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. So good for him. Like
Yeah, but
if that was his game plan and that was his route to victory, then again, good for him. I just didn't think it was an exciting watch. That's all I was trying to
I
say.
agree with you.
I didn't say I thought Aljo lost. I didn't say I thought Aljo sucked. I just thought that it was a fucking boring fight.
Yeah, I agree.
It wasn't the most exciting fight.
I was
It was
disappointed.
completely boring.
And I definitely wouldn't say it was a great fight, because like
No.
if that's a street fight, you'd be like, yo, this is whack.
Yo, in any fight, it's whack, dude.
Yeah.
And I felt like what Sterling did was exactly what Usman did against Masvidal. And like, I understand what Usman did against Masvidal. He was preparing for somebody else. He got Masvidal like 2 weeks notice. It kind of throws you off. Play the safe game.
right, you just want to win.
Right, and that's what I felt like Sterling was doing last night. He wasn't looking to put on a show. He wasn't looking to be like, anything more than just, let me get the dub. Let me ride this motherfucker out. I got his number on the ground. And every time he went for a shot, he swam up and took the dude's back. And it was just like, come on.
I couldn't believe that kept after the first time. I'm like, all right, you can't get yourself back in the situation. And then Aljo was able to pull it off again. So
It's Jan's fault. It's Jan's poor fight IQ again, because he was defending those shots like it's freestyle wrestling where you're turning your back.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, this is not freestyle wrestling. You
Yes.
can't do that.
Yeah, 100%.
In wrestling, defending takedowns works that way because no one's jumping on your back.
Mm-hmm.
But he did it over and over again.
Yeah. It was like, come on, dude. When are you going to fucking wake up? I don't know, but like I said, I'm not really...
all right, I lied. The significant strikes were 125 total.
Combined.
Significant combined. That's combined. They threw more than that though.
Yeah, but still.
But I'm saying just for like that includes like the little fucking like parries and shit like that.
Yeah, the little pitter-pats. But I don't know. I don't think that Sterling's going to have a real big answer for Dillashaw.
I think Dillashaw's a problem, bro. He wants to fucking kill everyone.
Dillashaw's definitely
Did you hear Aljo on the mic after? He called him Pillashaw.
Yeah.
Whatever, everything Shaw.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
But like, if this is what Sterling looked like against Jan, who has a poor fight IQ, who's not good on the ground, his striking isn't super diverse. It really isn't. To me, it's just like fundamental bullshit. And it's like, if that's what how Sterling reacted to it. Like he has a big fight coming up. It's gonna be a fucking war.
And Long Island does have a champion, so.
What's that?
Congratulations, Aljo. No, for real. Like, I'm happy for the guy. Like, you want to root for like the New York kid. I just thought that I was expecting a bigger show.
Yeah, definitely. I don't really give a shit if they brought the fucking belt back to Long Island. Fuck him.
Fuck up.
Hate.
Oh, but yeah, dude, that Burns fight couldn't have went. He lost, but I'm still calling it the Burns fight because that's my boy.
Yeah.
But
how could you not like Gilbert Burns? You know what I mean?
Dude, he's fucking amazing. And I was really impressed because as like the second ranked contender in the weight division, I didn't think he was getting enough credit. He was a fucking huge underdog last night.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy.
And dude, the risk that he took fighting
That's what I'm saying. To take that, I said, yo, he's a bet. I said it to everyone, but Danny, I was like, Burns is badass, man. He took this fight. Like, not a lot of guys want to take this fight.
Nobody in his position would have taken that fight
because he's going against like I think the number 11th ranked like contender. So like you think he'd want to fight someone like he wouldn't really want to fight outside the top 5, especially an opponent outside the top 5 that is as dangerous as like Kazmat is. So it's fucking.
I'd be honest though,
and he did not disappoint. Bro.
I feel like Hazmat looked good. You know, he passed the test. But he passed the test. He looked good. But let's keep one thing in mind. He beat, and this is not a thing, and this is not a knock against Gilbert Burns. It's just reality. Gilbert Burns is a natural 55er. Hazmat could fight at 185, and he had trouble with him at 170. So I think going forward, Hazmat looks a little exposed because some of the better guys at 170 and natural 170ers, he's going to have a problem.
You think he'll calm down with the shit talk? He said he would fight Usman and him back to back in the same night.
Yeah, dude, like too much. He's building
That's
his own.
insane.
He's building his own hype and like whatever I get. But if he fought Usman last night, I think he gets piss mopped.
Oh,
after or just
in general?
Yeah,
piss mopped. Dude, that's what I'm saying. He fought Gilbert Burns, who's a natural 55er, at 170. And had his hands full, and you got to think like Hazmat is huge, bro. He could be a 185er.
Yeah,
right?
He definitely was
so
bigger.
there was almost a 2 weight class differential right there, and Gilbert Burns gave him all he could handle.
Yeah.
You think a guy like Usman, who is the champ, top of the food chain, who can fight for 5 rounds, not even be exhausted. That was 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
And
they were they were banging. That was
and he
I'm saying
he got hurt.
Usman could bang.
Yeah. And dude, he got hurt. He got lumped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying he didn't pass the test, but like, I don't think it looks as good for him in terms of the hype going forward at 170.
They kind of made it seem like he was going to come out unscathed like he did in all his other bouts.
Yeah, but
which I didn't like at all. That's why like I was really like rooting for Gilbert.
And that's why I thought the Gilbert being as big of an underdog as he was
good
fucking
money, like
terrible.
money.
Because it's like, dude, Hazmat's had 4 fights and he's had like what 3-4 minutes of fight time. We don't know anything about the guy.
And I'm surprised he wasn't going for more takedowns with Burns too.
I think he realized like, oh, this guy's fucking crafty on the ground. You know, like Gilbert.
Oh yeah, he didn't want it. He took him down, and then they stood them up. They stood up Gilbert.
Yeah, but
it happened twice. But it's like you took him down to the ground,
right.
and now he's playing off his back, and then you stand them up. It's like, yo, you brought the fight here. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was the first takedown, I think, of the fight.
Yeah, but Hazmat stood back up himself.
Right.
I know, but then they stood Gilbert up. They stood Gilbert up.
Yeah, because Hazmat didn't re-engage.
Yeah,
I know, but that's
I'm
saying he brought him there, like I don't know, it's kind of corny. You brought the fight here, now you should deal with the
it's corny on his
It was
behalf.
just it was being smart. His jits was like way overmatched.
Right.
But it is kind of stupid. It's like Terence said, like you brought the fight to the ground. It's like now you want to stand back up. You know?
It's not like he pulled guard.
Yeah, but I don't. If he's not engaging, he's kind of like allowing. Yeah, get back up. There's nothing wrong with that. Like that's a smart move.
I just don't
because if you're in somebody's guard,
martial arts though.
Yeah,
right?
but if you're in somebody's guard, if I take you down and I'm in your guard and I realize like, oh shit,
I don't want
and
to
then I
be here.
posture up and back out, that's smart on my part.
No, yeah, it is. But it's just like I don't know. But I feel like if you're a jiu-jitsu player, which clearly Burns is good at jiu-jitsu, he should be allowed to play an open guard. You know?
But Gilbert was just laying there. He wasn't playing an open guard.
It was like literally 5 seconds.
Yeah,
but he's just laying there waiting for the timing to be able to get back up. He wasn't trying to play
but
open
I'm saying,
guard.
regardless, if he was butt scooting, they would still stand him up.
No, if he was butt scooting, they wouldn't.
I don't know about that.
No,
I don't know.
If he's butt scooting, they won't stand him up.
Butt scoot MMA.
Yeah, because it's not like a favorable position. But if he was coming forwards, they wouldn't stand him up. But because he was just laying there, like that's why.
I'm nice with the scoots, yo.
Oh.
In the fucking basics class, I'd be fucking ripping up and down that mat, forwards, backwards, to the side. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, they're talking
little
about
butt snail going on.
Yeah, snail
they're
trail.
saying Cosmat Colby Covington next. Colby Covington
Would fuck
beats
him
the
up.
brakes off of him.
Oh, yeah.
100%. That's like a
Man.
whole different level.
Dude, Ronnie would be rock hard for that. He's the biggest fucking Kobe fan. Yo, that would honestly be a. I would.
hard.
I
There'd
would
be a
love
lot
to,
of
I
good
would,
shit talk probably
I would
for that
love.
fight.
I would love to see that fight. That's a fight that needs to happen. And I don't think. I don't know. You think they're not going to give him Usman yet? No, they're not. Right?
No.
I think that'd be crazy because he'll probably jump up to top 5 after this
Dana White was already
performance.
talking about booking that fight before the fight even happened, about Colby Covington Chimaev next.
That's amazing.
That's gonna be a good fight.
Covington, it's not. I don't think it's gonna be a good fight.
I mean,
Covington
not good
runs
fight,
right
like
through him.
a good like.
It's a
lead
good
up to the
matchup.
fight.
Yeah, but
It's a good ass whooping. That's it.
I meant a good lead up to the fight.
yeah, a lot of good shit talk.
Yeah.
I'll be betting on Kobe.
Fuck yeah, dude. Why wouldn't you?
I could see, like, before the fight even happens, like Chimaev and Masvidal just jump Colby in the fucking hotel.
Yo, did you get a look at this May 7th card at all?
No.
Gaethje Oliveira.
Oh yeah. It
That
looks
card's
sick.
gonna be
That's
bananas.
gonna be
and then you got Doug Rose and Carla Esparza, and then
Cerrone and Joe
Lozon.
Lozon, dude. Are
Legends.
you kidding me?
yeah, but
Legends.
you guys are missing one big
Are
one.
you
right here.
shitting? Are
Is
you
Shogun-
shitting me?
Is Shogun on this card?
Yeah, he's fighting Ovens.
Yeah.
Shogun's 900 years old.
Yo, but we forgot one very big fight on this card. Ready for it? Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson.
Oh, that's gonna be a fucking fight.
I don't think- I think Chan-
the
I
only
think
reason
Chandler
why I'm
might-
not excited about that fight is because I just feel like Tony Ferguson's. It's not the same Tony Ferguson anymore.
He's a skeleton.
Justin Gaethje took something from him,
That was a bad fight,
dude.
dude.
He took something from him.
He took his life.
Yeah.
Yo, he might have taken some time off of his life. He
has
like,
some
dude,
soul.
he broke him, and I don't mean like broke his will to fight like that. I mean like his body literally broke. It just like started malfunctioning, and that's why he got TKO'd.
Dude, he was like twitching. It was insane, bro. That fight was bizarre as fuck.
Yeah.
It really was. It was insane, man. I don't know if you guys remember that, but like Gaethje was throwing like punches and like
Yo, wait.
landing. It sounded like
Is there-
shotguns going off.
I don't mean to cut you off, Nick, but I think there's a
Yes, you are.
transgender in the UFC now. Dude, look at this chick. That's got to be a guy.
Let me go back.
No, I don't think Dana White would let that happen.
Dude, you got to take a look at
Oh,
this.
maybe a chick transitioning to a dude.
No.
A dude transitioning to a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Show him that
yeah.
picture.
I don't think you could base it all on looks though.
It looks like Jan with hair.
Dude.
Oh my god. She's Brazilian, that's why.
Let me see.
She's a big
Oh
chick.
my god.
Luigi saying that he thinks
I
this
think
is-
that
this
might
is
be
a
the
man.
first transgender in the UFC.
No, that's just a Brazilian chick.
You sure?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, Cyborg was the first transgender. UFC.
I think she was the first fighter to cut a dick off to make weight.
That's what Joe Rogan said, bro. He got in hot
so
water for that.
He got in hot water for that.
Well,
dude.
he got hot water for it years later. It was
Yo,
hilarious
listen,
when he
Joe,
said
Joe Rogan can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
Dude. That
for real.
motherfucker's never gonna get canceled.
Yeah.
untouchable.
Dude, we're watching last night, the beginning of the pay-per-view. It's like Rogan, Anik, and them. They're just like talking. And you look at Rogan, it's like Anik and Felder, they're both wearing suits. Rogan's just wearing like a black t-shirt. And he just looks mad weird the way he stands. And Macus made a really good point. He's like, yo, the way Joe Rogan stands, it looks like he's the top half of a minotaur.
Wait, what?
a centaur. Like when you're talking about the horse body.
Yeah, he looks like the top half of
horse,
it.
It's like a horse body and a
Yeah,
man's
yeah.
torso.
Like the way he sits, it's like his belly button and hips and waist are like forward, like the fucking centaur. Like he's just got the horse body behind him.
They showed a side by side of him when he was 25 and 52 or 51, whatever it is, and it's like he's like the same fucking person, but
Yeah.
just more weight.
yeah, and less hair.
He's more weight and less hair.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
He looks like he's got that fucking rock hard insulin belly,
Yeah.
Yes.
like Alex Spiro.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's got like the Ninja Turtle belly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a shell.
Exactly. Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
the
the
six-pack shell.
I love Joe Rogan though, dude.
Oh yeah, Joe Rogan's the man.
He's
course.
fucking awesome, dude. But yeah, he's never gonna get canceled, man. I'm
Never.
so happy that he fucking beat that case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's forgotten about.
Forgotten.
And he had people like stepping up to like Chappelle backed him up.
Yep. Goggins backed him up.
He had a lot of people. Yeah, he had Freddie Fox and that guy, Brian Moses. Did you listen to that podcast?
No.
Oh, it was awesome. Freddie Fox is a rapper and Brian Moses is a comedian. They're both black dudes, and they were both talking about it. And they were like, "Fuck that! Like you're the man."
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
was like,
after it
ridiculous.
happened.
yeah, and it was like
bender.
pretty close after it happened. Like, and they broke his balls a little bit. They're like,
Yeah,
you should
style bender.
like you should have called us monkeys, Joe. But like they were like, like they were like, we know where you're coming from. Like we know you're not racist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's crazy though how that shit works though, right? They're looking to cancel this dude. So
Yeah, because Goggins was when he like spoke out for him. He said that like just because they can't silence him, like they're just trying to find a way. Like they can't stop him from talking about like vaccines and
Right.
and all this shit and the science.
Yep.
So they go and they try to go back. They have some like loser digging through every single thing he's ever fucking said, just trying to find a way to write him off.
Right.
Yeah, the classic cancel fucking technique.
Culture, yeah.
yeah, they did that with everybody, dude.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
insane. Kevin Hart, didn't they do it with Kevin Hart?
They did
Yeah,
to
Kevin
everybody,
Hart.
yeah.
Kevin Hart had some tweets about like if his son grew
About
up
gays.
to be gay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
and
did
like
it
how
to
he wouldn't
Dave
be his son
Chappelle,
or some
too.
shit like that.
They tried to do the Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he had the transgenders.
Yeah,
They
transgender.
try to do it to
shit.
everybody.
Yeah.
I was watching. There's this comedian Ronnie Chang. He's fucking pretty funny. He's got a new special. I was watching it yesterday, and he's like talking about like, go ahead. He's like, cancel me. He's like, I left 5 different countries to come to America. He's like, all 5 of those countries. He's like, free healthcare, no guns. He's like, I came here for that. He's like, go ahead, cancel me. He's like, what are you gonna do? Make me go back to Malaysia where I'm a fucking superstar? He's like, go ahead, cancel me.
Oh, it's so funny, dude. Yeah, last night's fights were good though. I was happy with
They
the
were.
fights.
Definitely.
Yeah, they were good. And this card coming up is gonna be dope, man. I'm also excited for a little Florida.
Yeah,
you
when
guys
are you
are
leaving?
Tuesday, bro.
And you coming back Sunday?
Yeah.
I might not come back, dude.
Dude.
Everybody
What
says
part of
that.
Florida are you going to?
St. Augustine.
Oh, nice. You got
I
anything
haven't-
planned for down there? Or you
Nah, just gonna wing it.
just hang out, go to
chilling.
the beach? And
Yeah.
Nice.
He's gonna
Do a
go
little-
to 9 million kava bars down there.
There is one close by though.
Yeah, of course there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to check it out.
Florida, dude.
Angelo's in, I think, Florida right now, and he's been showing pics. He's doing the same shit he does here, bro. He's training
Kava.
down there. He's down there with his wife. He's training there, and he's hitting the kava bars. Man.
Yeah,
you
it's
gotta
awesome.
love the dedication. It's like beach, kava bar, jits.
Jits.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
why
bro,
not?
it's a life.
It's a lifestyle. He
Just
did-
better weather.
He did say though that he went to a school in Florida and like he was tapping all the blue belts, purples and browns. That's what I heard.
That's insane.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So
Would he go to a fucking taekwondo school?
that's what I was gonna say, dude.
good. I was like, where did it
That's
go?
what I was gonna say.
Is he taking the 12-year-old class? What's happening?
He went to Mama Pop's Jits.
He's like-
That's the name of the school.
He's like Kramer going against all the kids.
Yeah, serious.
That's got to feel good, man.
Yeah, yes and no.
What, beating up kids like Kramer?
Oh, fuck
Then you
yeah.
get jumped in the back alley?
I don't know though. I mean, like I feel like at a certain skill level, like you have to know. Like I mean, he rolls with like browns and black belts, and it's like if he's going to a school and they don't feel like the browns and blacks that he's rolling with, then like does it really feel good, or does
Yeah.
he just realize that he's at
No,
a
just
school?
I think it
And
feels
why
good.
did he go
It's a-
back to that gym? I'd be like,
Well, it might be the only gym that he could.
that might be
From
true,
where he's
too.
at.
Yeah.
I don't believe
There's
that.
a ton of gyms in
Yeah,
Florida.
there's gyms everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, like not in the vicinity that you might be vacationing.
Right,
in.
yeah.
Like,
'Cause,
like,
like, how
when I go
mu-
on Tuesday, am I gonna find 5 gyms that are?
Probably.
I don't-
Really?
I don't
You
know.
think it's
I-
like
yeah,
here?
but
But
do
But
the
even if you
gyms are
found,
there's
even
gyms
if you
everywhere
found
now.
5 gyms, you're gonna go to the fucking closest one. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
you're
Yeah,
right.
if
If you
you're on
go to, if you
vacation,
go to
you're
the
not gonna
closest
drive an hour
one
to the gym.
and you're beating guys that like you shouldn't be beating, you're gonna find another one where you're gonna be like, all right, I want to.
Or just not
I
training.
I was just about to say that, or the
I
training
guarantee there's at least 2 schools inside of a 10-mile radius that are not far apart from him. I would guarantee it. It's almost anywhere in America at this point.
I don't know. I feel like there's like there's a ton in Patchogue, and then in between,
There's one in Patrick.
then you got. Well, I'm saying just in this vicinity.
Oh,
You know, I'm just saying how you have like peak,
No, I
peak,
got you.
vamos, breathe, freedom, like all in like a close like radius, and then you have what Kyoto in like Oakdale.
Yep.
And then you have Monster, and then there's nothing really in between like Monster and Sarah, I think. So that's a pretty big
Planet.
gap.
There's Maxim.
Maxim.
Lockdown.
Well, those are
Maxim,
Tenth
east.
Planet.
Those are
Soka.
those are east.
No, west.
Where's Soga?
Soka's in
Islip.
Islip and Wantor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's Maxim and Islip.
Is that Islip or is that considered Bohemia?
I forgot my
No, it's Islip.
They
That's
moved.
Sunrise
It used to be
Highway.
Bohemia. Now they're
Yeah.
Islip. Yeah.
word. Damn, there's a lot of schools. You
Dude,
guys just
that's
started
what I'm
naming so many
saying.
schools. I didn't realize how many fucking schools there are.
And it's not like Florida is like remote. Like, where in Florida is he?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I guarantee
Hope
there's
he's
at
having a good
least.
time though, Angelo.
Yeah.
Hope you have a great time, buddy.
I mean, me personally, if I went to a school and I was just piss mopping everybody, that'd probably be the extent of my training for the vacation. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not going to start traveling to go train. Like, if there was something close and it was like duty, I'd be like, all right, I went in, I rolled. These guys aren't
I'd
that
go
good.
back.
And I would just say, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna spend the rest of my time on the beach.
I would go back.
Fucking run Vespas and shit.
Vespas.
Yeah, like the gas powered scooters.
That's not a Vespa.
Yeah, Vespa. You don't know what a Vespa is?
I know it. That's not a Vespa.
It's like a sit down scooter. It's a 2-wheel. Like
I know. I'm fucking with.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I grew up on those things, dude. Those are mopeds, bro. They were fucking.
See, I was gonna fuck with you, but like, nah, bro. They got the pedals. That's the moped.
Yeah, that is the moped.
I wanted to fuck with you, but
that is a moped, bro.
Yo, Luigi. Totally off subject. Friday, I saw my dad, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I'm like, "You don't say hi to anybody?" What do you mean? I'm like, "Fucking Luigi was here. Said he said hello to you, and
Dude,
you walked right by him."
So Judah, he pulls up, and Judah's like,
This is at
"Who
the
fuck-"
barbershop, by the way.
We're at the barbershop. I'm sitting down waiting to get my haircut. Judah's like, dude, who the fuck's pulling in like that? He goes, this is D-Rock's dad. Because he just pulled in, parked right in the middle of the parking lot, got out of the car, and so
Not in a spot.
not in a spot, right in the middle. But
That's excellent, dude. He's such a legend.
I'm sitting in the chair next to the door. Like, I mean, there's only 2 chairs next to the door. I'm sitting in. I'm the only one there. He looks over, walks right by me, goes to Judah. Goes, hey, what does a guy got to do to get a haircut around here? Bullshit for a little bit. He goes, what time's my son coming in? He's like 3 o'clock. Goes, all right, perfect. I'm going to pull him out of the chair. Judah's like, he goes, perfect. I'm taking his. He goes, Judah's like, listen, if you want, I'm not doing that because I'm not getting beat up. So you can come and pull him out of the chair if you really want to. Whatever. So he goes, all right, I'll be back at 3. Turns around, looks at me as he's walking out the door. I'm like, hey, what's up? Walks right by. Not even a fuck.
How many times have you met him?
I don't know.
A handful at least. A handful at least.
Because I wouldn't expect him to like. No, I only met him like 2-3 times.
He's met him enough. Not just the podcast. He's been at my house for fights. Like when Luigi's been there.
I've been at his house while he was like basically banging this girl on the couch. Like
what was her name? I remember you said. You were like
so
bringing
he
that
just
up to him.
walks right by, and Judah's like, oh. Hey, by the way, that's Luigi, one of D-Rock's best friends. You know, you've met him a bunch of times. You've been over his house with him and everything. Like, as he's walking out the door,
he's like, yeah.
So I broke his balls when he walked in at 3 o'clock. I'm like, you don't say hello to my friends? Like, he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Luigi was here. He's like, who's Luigi? I'm like, from the podcast that you were on for fucking 2 hours? He's like, Dave, come on. He's like, you know I don't know anybody. I don't remember
Honestly,
anything. And then he's like, I got really bad hearing. He's like, if he said something, he's like, you know I got bad hearing. He's like, please apologize.
He stared right at me as he's walking out the door.
He had no idea who you were.
And then
he didn't hear you say.
Please tell him I'm sorry.
He never heard you say a word.
Even if he didn't, I mean, I do talk low.
No, my dad can't hear for shit, though.
Yeah. I would have been more shocked if he actually did say hi to me.
Yeah.
I would have grabbed him by the arm, been like, hey, what's up? I would have stopped him in his fucking steps, dude.
Yeah. Listen, if he walked in and I was sitting in the chair and not in the chair getting my haircut, he might not have recognized me.
Oh, man. I mean, he does have a lot of kids, dude.
Yeah. Dude, the funniest thing is Luigi puts that in one of the chats, and Sam goes, he's like, yo, D-Rock, your dad ignored me. He walked right by me, and Sam goes, are you surprised? He's been doing that to D-Rock his whole life.
Didn't he say, I think it was either Sam or Mac, he said something about, you should tell him he knows you know his birthday or something like that.
Yeah, no, I said that.
Oh,
I said that. Tell him that you actually know my birthday.
I hate that shit. You ever like walk in somewhere and you see somebody, you're like, where the fuck do I know this person from?
All the time.
And then it eats you up
people
for
come
like
up,
the whole
people
day.
come say hi to me. They're like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, what's up, dude?
Speaking of birthdays,
and then
actually,
I'm like, fuck. I'm like, where do I know that person?
It's Sam's birthday today. We got a little birthday shout out to Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Sam, get fucked.
Yeah. 41. You old piece of shit.
Damn.
That's old.
He's also bald.
Old
dude.
Nothing wrong with baldies.
Oh, shit.
He does have a really nice tattoo of me and him, though.
Oh, that is true.
He does.
Yeah,
Does
I've
he?
seen that tattoo, yeah.
He's got a tattoo of me and him. I guess I'm
Luigi's
flying
Michael
him
the
up to
Archangel.
Heaven. Yeah, I'm flying him up to heaven and both our dicks are out. You've never seen
Where's
this?
the picture of this?
You've never seen this?
It's on his thigh.
Is it on Instagram or anything?
No, because I think there's...
I think it is.
Yeah,
It might be.
I
Look
think
on his
Sam might have
Instagram.
posted it.
yeah, I think I remember seeing that.
We crowdsourced this tattoo. We had I put it up on my Instagram and had people donate to get it fucking does.
I donated.
That's right.
I donated.
Oh, it's
to
like
this.
not even. It's not an old tattoo.
No, it's pretty new.
No,
We
you got it
crowdsourced it.
maybe a year ago.
Yeah, I'd say like a year or two.
No, that's not it.
No, I know. I was just looking at that one because it's like the only tattoo I see.
Listen,
We-
that takes a lot of balls to get a tattoo like that on your body, dude.
I'd say less brains than balls.
It's sad.
I think it's a combination of the both, bro.
But also, when you have like that many tattoos as he does,
Yeah,
it
they're
like kind of
negligible.
blends in.
I don't
you
think
know?
a tattoo with you and your buddy and their dicks out are gonna blend in with anything.
No, it does.
I don't think so, dude.
It does.
Definitely, definitely
where
not.
he has
When you
it,
have a
it's
certain
easy
amount
to
of
cover it up,
tattoos,
too.
they don't
But
even matter.
I
at a
don't
certain
know,
point.
man.
Yeah, and he's got it like high up on his thigh, right?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, all right. So if you have a tattoo that's not exposed to people, yeah, it's whatever. But still, I'm not tattooing my friend's dick out. On
Why don't
my
we all get our
body.
dicks tattooed on each other?
Yeah, I'll
That
see
was
you-
the best.
I'll see you there, dude.
Let's do it. You start.
Yeah,
Whose dick am I getting?
whoever's you like the most. Dude. That's
Get
it.
mine. It's the
Dude,
smallest.
That's a sentence I bet you never thought you'd say.
Yeah, that, I don't know. For me, man, I can't do that. I can't.
I gotta
just
see.
can't
I gotta
tattoo that
see
shit
it before I weigh in on it. I just text. I said like happy birthday to him in the chat. So hopefully he wakes up, sees that, and sends me a picture of his thigh.
Yeah.
That's a good spot to get it up on your thigh. Like no one's gonna see it if you don't want
that's
to.
what I'm saying.
I wonder what his like fiance had to say about that. Like you're fucked
she was
up.
not happy.
She's probably like you're fucked up, dude.
Right in that same spot is where I fell
She
Saturday.
probably was like, "Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I can't see this tattoo. You got a lot of other tattoos. That thing blended right in.
You can barely. It's like camouflage.
Yeah,
you hardly
can
know it's
barely
there.
see it. Oh, it's not a big deal. I'm sure that's what she said.
It's like when I got my Jitsandtitspodcast tattoo. Bree's like, great. And that's what I have to look at all the time.
Like why are you looking at my knees, girl?
Yeah,
Yeah,
my face is up here.
It's something important to get a tattoo for me. So I could just get.
So that's why you don't have a Jitsandtits?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you got it first. You stole it.
I got
dude.
an entire leg of garbage, so.
Yeah, well,
Thanks.
people are
With
different,
Jitsandtits
man.
on it. Thanks.
Different strokes for different folks. You know. Me personally, I don't know. I couldn't deal with a dick on my body.
I think a dick on my body's pushing it.
It's
I'll get-
extreme.
I don't
it's
think
it's extreme.
I could
dude.
get some dumb tattoos, but yeah, I don't know about a dick.
Yeah, with your friend's face and everything.
I want to
mean,
see it.
It is one of the most hilarious
it
things.
is.
I've
It's,
ever
Yeah.
fun, it's
Great.
funny. It's
I
not like
appreciate it because it's me.
Yeah, I'm not, listen.
You don't
I'm
have
not,
a picture of it?
No.
he's probably got a picture.
I
of it,
mean,
but
I
he's
probably got a
gotta
picture of it
dig-
somewhere.
Dig
Hold
so
on.
far in your
I'll-
camera roll. It's not a big deal. I'm sure Sam will be able to get
Yeah,
it. for
like
me.
I'm not hating on it. I think it's hilarious as shit. But me personally, I couldn't rock with a dick on my body.
I feel like Marcus is going to be the one who sends the picture. I feel like that's
Yeah, I was
he's
gonna say,
definitely got that on like speed dial.
I almost feel like it was thrown in the group chat. I feel like it was like
It was
when
definitely in the group chat.
Yeah, for sure. You
I
know,
can't believe you haven't seen it.
I mean, Jesus Christ! Like I was thinking, like the tattoo artist, like, yeah, what are we doing today? And you show him the picture, like the tattoo artist, is like, all right, let's go.
All right.
Well,
Is that
it was our buddy Steve. He knew the deal.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Still funny though.
Do we know when it was around?
No,
It was before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it was
so
like
that's like-
2019-ish.
yeah.
So it's like
It was
3 fucking years ago. It's crazy, right?
I'm pretty sure it was like 2019-ish.
Yeah, it was when I was at Freedom.
Yeah.
Because I remember donating to it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so fun. How much did you donate?
I think it was.
like $5-10 it was.
I think it
whatever.
was. No, maybe it was actually during the pandemic.
I feel like it was when we were chilling at Kava.
Yeah, it might have been like 2020 then. It might have been like end of 2020, early 2021 then. I don't know, man. Time, it's hard to fucking.
It all just meshed.
Yeah,
the
it
last
all
couple
blends
years.
together.
That's what's
Because
scary.
we were here because Meg donated to it.
Meg did?
Yeah, so Meg. That means we'd all been chilling here at some point. So yeah, it had to have been late 2020 or early 2021.
Terence, you
Well,
like this tattoo?
It
that I got?
definitely was because like I remember seeing it in the group chat.
Yeah.
So
Maybe I wasn't training for Freedom then.
you might have been because
I
I,
said
think
that-
when we
I
were
said
chilling
that to Crazy
at Kava,
Anthony
you
every
like
morning.
were
We're
going
still-
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
forth. You know, I remember sitting here and you were talking about like making the move.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you haven't been gone for 2 years.
No, it's been
No, no.
probably a year. About.
Like I said, it all just blends in.
I think you're at about a year because it was you started like a little after I did, and
Well, no, I signed up basically when you signed up.
so it was the end of February.
All right.
Yeah. Wow,
that-
man, you don't remember these milestones? I think the day was like February 22nd.
Well, I was also,
It was a cool, brisk winter morning.
I
February
was also
14th.
but I was training at Breathe before that. Like
Yeah,
dropping
yeah,
in,
of course.
You know.
Yeah, 1 day a week, dude.
I know, but it's like it's hard to remember like when I like started
signed
because
up
like
and,
I
like,
was
sort of, yeah.
going there, so it's not like I'd never been there before, and then I just happened.
Nobody expects you to remember this. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Nobody expects this. You're fine.
yeah. I couldn't even tell you when I fucking started training.
Really?
December, January, something like that.
Oh, I don't remember
November.
the specific month. I think it was in February that I started training.
I started February 2007.
Yeah.
I know it was 2018.
February's a hot month for the fucking kids.
Yeah, dude, it's when you fell in love.
Yeah, it was. I started on President's Day of last year. I had off
February
Monday.
is-
I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going down. I'm doing it." And then you were there,
Yep.
and I showed up like say it was a 10:30 class. I showed up at like 10. I think I might have even been a minute late, and that's why I was like, I never want to be late again. This is horrible because I didn't realize I had to like sign a waiver. They're already like warming up. I had to like borrow a gi. I should have been like 15 minutes early minimum.
Yeah.
February's
so
a bad month
embarrassing.
for me.
Yeah, you walked in and like your face, like, fuck, I'm late.
Oh, I was so embarrassed.
Isn't that the worst?
Yeah.
I hate being late to places.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Nothing is worse than being late to somewhere.
it's so embarrassing.
Embarrassing. You just feel like a dickhead. You feel like you just have like this fucking huge dick on your forehead.
I texted Marcus, "Do you have a pic of Sam's Luigi tattoo?" He wrote yes in all caps. Hold on.
Nice.
It's funny because he'll hit me up for like old ass pictures, and like I'll dig through my whole camera roll for him sometimes.
That's awesome.
He was he wanted a picture. This was fucked up though. He ruined my day when he did this. He asked me for a picture of that slime I had in my coffee cup that time.
Oh.
It was so bad. I'm
Dude,
like,
was
dude, I
gross.
my mouth's like starting to water, like I'm gonna puke right now.
Ugh.
Just thinking about that. That was like the grossest thing I've
Dude,
ever
I stopped
experienced.
drinking 7-Eleven coffee. I feel like those assholes mix the milks.
They
Like,
do.
Yeah, if they have like a milk that's half full, another milk that's half full,
Oh, yeah.
they
Put it
they'll
together.
combine them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, there must have been at least 3
One
different
that's
times.
like sour.
Well, that definitely is a problem.
Yeah.
There's expiration dates on them.
Right.
That's why you don't mix them.
Right.
But there was definitely 3 different occasions that I went to the 7-Eleven by my house, and I made a coffee, and within an hour, I had like sharp, piercing pains in my stomach. And I'm like, these assholes are fucking mixing the milk. You got bad milk, you got good milk, and they're mixing it together, and
Yeah.
they're fucking me up.
Dude, I went to Denver.
That's why you use the machine.
The
My
machine.
machine. They have like a bag of milk in like a fridge, basically.
Yeah.
Inside, like there's a machine, and you just press like it'll say like half and half.
No,
Whole milk.
no. I meant like the coffee machine now that
Oh.
they have, like the espresso machine,
Yeah.
because it puts milk in as it brews.
Right, but you do like a latte, right? It's like a latte
Yeah.
machine.
He likes
No,
Coffee.
but you can get coffee.
Oh, I didn't know
They
that.
have a coffee machine.
And it
Yeah,
does
so
the
I-
milk for you and everything.
Yeah, it does the milk and
I
everything.
just
cool.
I just stopped going to 7-Eleven for coffee. I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm
Wait,
not-
what are you doing? Making it home?
No, just don't drink coffee.
Oh, really?
You
Stop.
just stop coffee.
Yeah, pretty much.
So now when you drink it, you're probably gonna hit you like a fucking
Yeah.
rocket.
Well, I do 5 hours in the morning.
Oh, word.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. It's like, come on, man. What the fuck?
I do shakers.
I called somebody out, dude. I went to Seb's and I fucking poured some milk into my coffee. It was like half and half or whatever, and there was clumps.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
that's the worst,
Dude,
Bro,
so
that's
I
disgusting.
call somebody over, one of like the fucking workers. I'm like, oh, excuse me. Like they come over. I'm like, yo, what is this? And like, oh, and I'm like, are you guys mixing the fucking milks? I'm like, there's expiration dates on this shit for a reason. You know what I mean?
How funny is that?
Found the photo.
That's fucking insane.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, he got
So
it.
is your dick inside of him?
Yeah. How do you think I'm getting him up there?
Dude, that's
I can't hold him with just my arms.
that's fucking excellent, dude.
How do you think I'm getting him up there?
Dude, he's like so serious too. Oh, you know what's a horrible feeling?
We had the pose for that picture.
I'm not surprised.
You know what's a horrible feeling? When you pour yourself a nice bowl of cereal and you go in the fridge and there's no milk.
Or the milk is bad.
And then you got to use water instead. You never had milk?
No.
Water
No,
instead of milk?
I'll look and see if I have like Chobani or like yogurt or something. And I'll
Oh
put
my
it
God,
in
dude.
there.
I think I'd rather have water.
What? Yo,
What,
you
you-
put yogurt in your fucking...
I mean, listen, it's probably good.
Dude, you never had like a yogurt where like you flip it and you
the
put like
flips.
granola or
The
something in
flips,
it?
Yeah.
Yo,
It's not that much
probably
different.
Every
Yeah.
morning I've been taking
Put
regular
cereal in
oatmeal and protein oatmeal. Take a packet of each, put them like mix them together in a bowl and eat that. It's the
Dry?
No, not dry. You put hot water in. You fucking retard.
Well, you left that step out. You're like,
Dude.
I take the oatmeal and I put it in the
mix-
bowl and then I eat it. You feel like you left out a very
All
important
right,
step.
if you don't know how to put fucking hot water in your oatmeal, then you deserve to eat it dry.
Some people use milk.
Eric Ott started.
Milk's
Put milk
way
in
better.
it. I put
started
milk in
us
at
on
the end,
this
just a little bit at the
in
end.
Milk's way
in
better.
Utah, It's the best. I've been eating it every morning for the last week. It's so fucking good.
What? It just tastes so good. The protein oatmeal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
what
know
flavor?
something
Apple
about
cinnamon?
What kind of what protein
maple
oatmeal?
sugar.
Oh, maple brown sugar.
Wait, it's oatmeal
Kodiak
that you're
cake?
putting
It's
protein
Kodiak.
in.
No, it's Kodiak.
It's the Kodiak protein.
Pancake mix?
No,
Oatmeal.
protein oatmeal
Oh, yeah.
and
okay.
a regular, the Quakers, whatever, maple sugar. Mix the two of them together. Put hot water in
It's
it.
a lot
and
of carbs.
and eat that in the morning. It's so fucking good. Eric Ott got us started on it, and he would make us breakfast. We went to Utah last weekend. He made
How
us
was that?
breakfast
You-
every morning.
Did he wear his apron?
No, but it's
Fuck out of
kiss
here,
the-
dude. We're
kiss the
grown men.
cook.
We're fucking grown men. We
Kiss
don't need
the
other men
cook.
making us breakfast.
his dad would cook us. His dad would wake up early, cook us eggs and
Eric's
shit
dad
like
was there
that.
too?
Eric's dad is fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he like? Is Eric anything like his dad? Like, what's
Yeah.
the deal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're pretty
similar?
much.
You ever meet Eric's brother, dude? They're identical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Him, his dad, his brother are very identical.
yeah. They're very.
Yeah, but
similar.
his brother's personality is not identical to Eric's.
No,
Nobody's
their
personality
mannerisms.
is identical
Yeah,
to
Eric is
Eric's.
one of a kind.
Yeah.
No, but they you could see they have like the same tendencies.
Yeah,
like, to do like
the little mannerisms the
Yeah.
same, the way they talk and shit. I always found that funny, man, when you like meet
when they
people.
react to things.
Yeah, well, no, when you meet people and you get to meet like their family, like their brothers or other siblings and shit, you're like, you motherfuckers are like the same people.
Did you guys think that about me and my pops?
No,
No.
I don't believe that. He's
What
your
about me
father.
in some aspect?
Yeah, he's way too fucking cool, man.
What about me and my brother when you met me?
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, you guys are
similar.
so much alike. I forgot about your brother.
You're
Yo,
both
he used to-
silent assassins.
Yeah, good call on that one.
Yeah, you guys are both very like. It takes a while to get both of you out of your shells. to
Yeah.
start
Oh, I
talking.
thought you were talking about Luigi's brother.
No, he's gay.
Yeah, I know. That's why I thought that was the whole joke. Luigi's like, "What do you think about me and my brother? Are we the same?"
No, Remy said that.
No,
Yeah,
wait,
I
seriously
thought- I
though,
thought
did
it
you
was-
guys?
I wasn't
All
looking.
jokes aside, did you guys think?
That's
Did
what
you
I was
guys see
thinking.
any similarities between me and my father at all?
Not
The
really.
hair.
The gray hair. Is that a gray hair joke?
Yes.
Nice.
I got a similarity. I'll tell you off air.
Why's it gotta be off here?
Because it's probably super inappropriate. It's,
It's very-
probably gonna
very-
throw you
it's
into
very
jail.
Get me
appropriate.
or you in trouble?
It's gonna get you in trouble.
All right. Off
Okay.
air.
That is hilarious.
Send a text.
Like me and my brother, we don't look anything alike, dude. Some people say they see it like in our eyes, but I mean that I don't feel.
I
like
wish I
it's-
was there that night to see your brother, so I could weigh in on this.
Yeah. Like I think Meg and Bosco, they're like, yeah, we could see in the eyes, but I'm like, that's not enough.
Your
Like,
eyes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
so
what I'm
weird.
saying. Like, oh, from your nose up, it's the same. I'm like, what?
You could say that. You could have said that. That wouldn't
Oh.
get me too much trouble. That's funny.
All right, the way you both treat women.
Yeah.
I appreciate I appreciate your discretion on that though, Luigi.
You know, I got lines.
Yeah, that's funny.
I got lines.
That was a good one.
They're not
blurred.
they're not
They're
yeah, they're not
blurred.
drawn very clearly in the sand, but
The
they're
only-
there.
They're clearly in the sand.
Yeah,
they're
but
they're fucking
I-
way out there.
We're very similar, but I don't get them pregnant.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's true. That's good. Well, you're a smart
That you
man.
know
You're a
of.
smart man.
Yeah.
There might be like 4 or 5 little D-Rocks.
Don't put that on me. Don't do that.
Oh my God, could you
Listen,
imagine?
you got a teenager now. It's all right.
Yeah, but he's not mine.
Yeah, but
And he's not paying child support either.
Yeah.
That's a big one, dude.
Well, yeah. Well.
That's a big one.
Yeah, don't put that on me. I don't
Dude,
need
fucking, I might get your weight up, not your hate up, is the way kids don't tell you shit to the day before. Like, I think it was last weekend or weekend before. My daughter, she knew she had softball tryouts on a Monday for like a month. She tells me Sunday morning, hey, Dad, I got to get a glove, bat, and cleats for softball. I'm like,
typical
all right,
kid
cool.
move.
I'm like, all right, pick one out on Amazon, whatever, She goes, well, I need it for tomorrow. I'm like, well, how long did you know about this? I don't know. They sent the email out like a month ago. I'm like, all right, I guess we're going to the fucking store. Like, you couldn't have told me this when you got the email. Hey, Dad, in a month, I'm going to need gloves, bats, cleats, all, everything for
Don't
softball.
you get the email though?
No, Mom probably does.
Mom
No,
does.
you should be able to get them
You
too.
think
Because
he knows how to fucking do that?
Well, yeah, I don't know how to read email anyway.
because I
I don't know how to open the fucking thing.
I get all the emails.
I was
about
surprised he texted you that fast.
True.
But
You're
yeah,
right.
they don't tell me till the day before.
The worst. When my son
I'm
was,
like, all right.
when my son was younger, dude.
Where'd you go?
We went to Dick's. I found one glove that was fucking
It was a lefty. She's a righty.
No. Here you go. There was one glove that fit her hand. All the other ones that fit her hand were like $300-$400. Dude, softball gloves are fucking expensive. They were like $300-$400.
Every sport is expensive.
Then there was no bats that were like her size. So I ended up getting a bat from a guy that I work with because his daughter plays softball. They had no cleats. I go over to the cleat section. They're onto soccer now. So there's no more softball, baseball cleats, none of that. That's the one in Comac. I go to the one near the mall. Same fucking thing. And I go to the one over here, close to here. Same thing. They're onto soccer. There's like 2 softball cleats, but no store had her size. You can't even call ahead because you call ahead to find out. You got on the phone for like 5 minutes, and then they're like, "Oh, I don't work in this department." I'm like, "Fuck it." It's just easier to fucking go there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that sucks, man. When kids tell you like last minute that they need to do something. My son, I went to the beach. I mean, he was young. I think your daughter's older. My son was probably like 6 or 7 years old. And we get to the beach. We get on the drive on. So we like.
Oh my god,
that was close. We had to.
I didn't put your drink there, dude.
We had the air down
here the whole fucking time.
We had the air down. We had to fucking like drive onto the beach. We get to the beach. We set up our shit, and my son's like, "Dad, I gotta go to the bathroom." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, so just piss in the water." He's like, "No, I got shit." And I'm like, "Dude, we just drove past the bathrooms. Like, what are you doing waiting till we got done setting up on the beach? We're about to jump in the water and you got a shit." He's like, "It just hit me down." I'm like, "Bro, it doesn't work like that. Yeah. It does not work like that.
Like, you know it's going to hit you.
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, first you start farting. That's a shit. That's a letter from shit.
Precursor.
And then the motherfucker's at your door ringing the doorbell. So I'm like, all right, let's go to the bathroom. He's like, "I'm not going to make it." I'm like, "You're not going to make it?" I'm like, "What is going on, dude?" He's like, "I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it." I'm like, "All right, let's go to the back of the truck." He's like, "What are we going to do?" I'm like, "I'm going to dig you a hole and you're going to shit in the sand." So my son, like, his eyes were like wide open. He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're not going to make it to the bathroom, right?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Then you're shitting in the sand." So we go to the back of my Jeep. I fucking dig him like a 2-foot hole. I'm like, "Hold on to the tire, dude." Have at it. So my son, dude, I put up a towel so it blocked him in. He's holding the fucking tire like this in like a squat position. Shit.
Gargoyle, baby.
Gets done. He like looks into the fucking hole. He's like, "Oh, Dad, that's so gross."
Yo, it probably smelled so bad.
Imagine the kid who's playing in the sand, digging a fucking hole over there.
Oh, dude.
Imagine them finding that.
It was up by the truck, so like I'm hoping people aren't going to be digging deep holes like that. But
you're gonna have some like fucking 7-year-old girl digging a hole,
sandy turd,
making sand castles, and be, "Daddy, what is this?"
A shitty cutlet.
Oh my god. Yeah, so he learned that day.
How old was he?
He was like 7 or 8.
Oh boy.
Yeah. He learned, man. He learned how important water is when you shit. Yeah. Because that toilet bowl water, like,
kills the smell.
Kills the smell, the look of it. It just like masks so much shit.
Yo, I don't know what it is. If you fart in the shower, it smells so much worse.
Yeah, because you have all the steam, man.
The poo particles, it's fucking nasty, bro.
And it's unfettered right to your nose, bro. You're not shitting. Like when you fart into a toilet,
it's muffled
downward.
It's like farting to your waiters.
Yeah, it's unfettered straight up.
Straight up, dude. Dude, I always think that's so funny, man. Like during COVID, the whole mask shit. Like, oh yeah, this is gonna block the virus. It's like I've been in supermarkets wearing a stupid mask, and there was a woman that walked by, and I smelled her perfume through my mask. It's like come on, you know what I'm saying? We fart and it blasts through our underwear, our jeans, and it still gets outside the clothes where like Terence will smell it in like 2 seconds. It's not even like 10 seconds later. It's like, ooh, someone fart. It's like, no, instantly. Oh, dude, that stinks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's magical.
How wild would it be if you could like smell viruses in the air where you're like, oh, that's the flu. Let's get out of here.
Right?
You'd be dodging shit everywhere.
Yeah, you would never leave your house.
You'd be walking down the street like this. Like, damn, that guy got a tick. Nah, he can smell viruses.
Like you ever see like under a microscope, like someone's skin, like all the germs and stuff that live on our skin, like how gross. If you were like a germaphobe,
we're just colonized bacteria. That's literally all we are.
It's fucking nuts.
That is pretty nuts. I never stopped talking.
We're crawling like shit's all over us.
That's awesome.
Everything is alive.
That's awesome.
It's alive.
It's alive. Yeah, I just think that's crazy though, man. Farts are magical.
We're actually.
That's the takeaway.
Do you like to smell your own fart?
Everyone likes the smell of their own brand.
No, so I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I like
I
it.
do.
Yeah, but I could deal with it. Yeah.
Nah, I like this.
It depends, dude. Sometimes I get the.
Do you drink too much coffee?
Oh, protein.
Quest bars. Quest bars been killing me with
Dude,
these protein
if
farts,
I
man.
drink too much coffee,
I'll fart coffee, basically.
Like I'll be in the shower.
Yeah. What about when you're fart and it'll smell like
I'll be
coffee?
like, ooh, I had too much coffee today.
That is,
What about when you drink when you piss and it just smells like coffee?
That's
Yeah.
That happens too.
What?
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a strong odor.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
it
smells
doesn't,
like-
it doesn't
yeah.
smell like coffee, but you know that smells like relief.
smells
It smells.
similar
Well,
to
it
coffee.
smells like when you
Every
first
day,
start
so I don't
brewing
know
coffee.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it does.
that-
If coffee's if you don't drink water and you just drink coffee first thing in the morning, when you take that piss, it smells like coffee.
I've
It
never
smells
noticed
like when you first start brewing coffee at your house. That's what your piss smells like.
I've never noticed that, but I'll keep.
You're not drinking enough coffee, then, dog.
I drink coffee every day.
I
Yeah,
feel like
but
this-
you're not drinking enough. You got to pump those numbers up. Those
Oh,
fucking
no.
rookie numbers. Right?
Rookie numbers.
Yeah, you leave the coffee. You're not drink. You got to drink like 2-3 cups.
I mean, I only have like a cup. If I have a
Yeah,
cup,
a
it's
cup
one
a
cup
day.
in the morning, and then after
Yeah.
that, when I piss, it does smell.
Yeah, no, but if you drink that's what I'm saying. Like, if you drink too much coffee, like there's been days where I've drank,
He just
especially
drinks 1 cup a day.
No,
what?
he's saying you need to drink more for it to smell like coffee.
Yeah,
you
like-
just said you drink 1 cup a day and you smell it.
Yeah, and I said that like
He drinks
my,
a large cup.
My piss doesn't smell like coffee. The scent of it I know is from coffee.
Yeah, mine smell. I
This
drink
kid-
like
this
2
kid,
cups
you're
of
killing
coffee.
me lately,
It
dude.
smells
You
like
gotta stop
actual
smoking
coffee.
weed.
Yeah, like I'll piss and it smells like coffee, straight up
Yeah,
coffee.
like-
Like if I'm working at the bar where on like say it's like a Friday where I've worked, I got up in the morning, I went to regular work, and then I got to go over there. I could drink maybe 4 or 5 cups of coffee that day because I know I'm
God
fucking
damn.
yeah. And then when you piss, it's like, dude, it smells like
you
coffee.
you guys eat asparagus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how like your piss changes because of asparagus?
Yeah.
Yeah, but only certain people smell that.
Right. But it changes.
Yes.
It doesn't smell like asparagus. Like
No.
you're not like, ooh, that smells like asparagus, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know
I-
what it smells
I-
like. I haven't had asparagus in
So,
a while.
like-
But you know
It's
what I'm
nasty,
saying,
right?
though?
Yes, it
Right.
smells different.
There's a
Correct.
stench,
Yeah.
So, but you know that's from asparagus.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay. Now, okay. All right. Good. Just making sure. You scared me for a second.
Well, I
dude.
didn't know what you were talking
You
about. You're
scared
like,
me.
it smells like coffee, but it doesn't smell like
No,
coffee.
I said it smells different, and it's from drinking coffee.
I didn't.
It's got like a hint of coffee. You know,
Well, see, now he's saying it smells like coffee.
It's what I said,
I
though.
know.
but that's what I'm saying. You have to drink a lot of coffee for it to be like, yo, that's straight. It smells
Gotcha.
like straight up coffee.
Yeah.
It's like
Like
I've
your
never.
farts and piss are smelling like coffee.
I don't think I've gone.
Like where if I pissed and you walked in, you'd be like, what are you brewing coffee? Like that kind of. That's what I mean.
That's amazing, dude.
I think that's a problem.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That's when I'm like, yo, it's you drank too much fucking coffee that day and not enough water.
That's a problem. That is a problem, dude.
It's just.
You know,
I mean, I'm
don't-
exaggerating a little bit that you'd think I was brewing coffee, but like you would be able to.
I want to experiment with that. So the next time we work on a Friday at the beach,
Just drink caramel lattes, dude.
I want.
I want to know.
You're
if
way
it's-
more handsome than this.
Oh yeah, no, my face definitely got fucked up a little bit.
Are you still on this?
Dude,
still looking at
that tattoo is horrendous, bro.
Yo, but look at Sam though. Sam's face looks perfect. Like it looks just like him.
Luigi. No, it doesn't. It looks like a creature from where the wild things are, dude.
I think it looks like him.
No, it's pretty accurate when you flip it this way. It looks like he's making that like shitty face. Like,
It does not.
Let me see.
That
Sam's
tattoo
face
is-
definitely came out
That
a lot
looks-
better
It
than
looks
mine.
like it looks like Omar.
It looks horrible, dude. That
Sam's
shit
face
looks
definitely came out better than mine.
horrible.
Yeah, it looks like Omar.
The only reason why you could say it looks like Sam is because there's a goatee on that person's face. That tattoo
Doesn't
is fucking.
I think he got the nose
horrible.
too.
Sam.
I think and they got the head proportions and everything right. I think this is.
I mean, it looks.
It looked like a
similar
5-year-old
to
tattoo.
Sam.
That
I think it looks more like Omar
Sam,
than Sam.
Sam gave himself a nice dick in this fucking tattoo, man.
He well, the original picture, he goes, "Yo, add like a few more inches to that." I was there when he first started doing it.
well, yeah, because that came from like an old school sculpture, and
Yeah.
like back in those days, they made them have small dicks.
make
Yeah.
make the lines a little thicker so
Yo.
it looks a little bigger.
Where he got that tattoo though, that's gotta fucking hurt because I felt so.
That's his butt
While
cheek?
we were snowboarding, no, it's like the side of his thigh. I'm following Nicky Vegas, and he goes to the right of a tree, and
First
I don't
mistake.
realize there's a
You can't follow in his footsteps or his snow tracks, bro.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way because I'm going. There's like these rollers. There's like 3 or 4 of them. I go over the first one thinking it's just a jump and land nose first into the second one. Fall on a fucking rock. I have a bruise. My whole right side of my thigh is bruised. I didn't look at it till the next day, like till that night. It happened Saturday morning. Eric Ott's dad sees me. He goes, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." I take my snowboard off, try to walk. I'm like, fuck, I can't even walk. Put my board back on. I can't even sit up to like go. I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? I'm like, I didn't come all the way to fucking Utah to just sit out and fuck. I'm like, fuck this. So I got up. It was actually easier to snowboard than it was to walk.
Yeah, you said that, which is crazy.
So I just went down, followed it. I met up with them. They're like, "You all right?" I'm like, "No, but let's go." And we went to the park, like the terrain park, and I tried one jump, and I do like, you're not really supposed to go off the side, but I went off the side just to kind of test it. Land, I'm like, fuck. Like this, I'm like, I can't even do it. Like,
it hurt.
The impact going down, I was like, fuck.
But were you able to just go down the mountain and not?
I was able to go down the mountain. I just couldn't jump.
So it didn't like ruin your trip. You were still able to have a good time.
Oh, dude, it was probably the best snowboarding I've ever, like this whole season. I had fresh powder up in Vermont, and the slush out west like was so much better than the fresh powder out in Vermont.
Really?
Yeah.
How long? How many days were you guys in Utah for?
We went Friday morning. We came back Monday night.
Oh, nice little trip.
Yeah, we got there Friday afternoon. Went to Snowbird. Dude, there's it's just like a half-mile catwalk where you could just snowboard down, and there's a bowl you just drop in at any time. It goes from like a double black to like a blue.
That's cool.
And at any point you could just drop in and go down to the lift. It was so fun. And then we had to go through like a cave to go there.
Oh, that was cool. That was on the.
That was that belt,
conveyor belt.
We went through the cave.
That was cool.
Like while we're doing it, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to take my phone out because I'm just enjoying it myself. But I'm glad that Gio and Eric Ott were there because they kept taking their phone out and like taking pictures.
Yeah.
And then they sent them all to the group, and I was like, fuck, I kind of want to do that next time. Like,
You should.
take pictures. But I'm more like, I just want to live in the, like, I don't want to take pictures. I want to just like experience it and be like, all right, have the mental image of it. But then afterwards, it's like
The pictures would be nice.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, I should have did that.
Because you know what's dope about pictures is they spark the memories.
Yeah.
Right? So like in a couple of years, if you haven't gone there in a while, like you could like look back at those pictures and remember everything about that conveyor belt,
Honestly,
which
that's
is
the
dope.
worst part about me getting a new Instagram is that like, I mean, I could still like search my old Instagram, but it's like I used to use that when someone's like, yo, when was, this, when did we do that? I'm like, oh, let me go on Instagram and check,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the
pictures are
easiest
nice.
way to fucking remember things.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
there's
for sure.
and then we went to Park City. There's houses that there's like $10 million houses on the mountain, and you could snowboard past them. Like
That's cool.
there's trails that are like a half hour, 45 minutes long, going through the whole
I would
thing.
love
That's
to do
fucking
that.
And you're
crazy,
going,
bro.
it's like probably like a beginner blue,
Next
like a
year, I'm
harder
coming.
green, and like you just go past these houses that are like $10-20 million houses. Eric Ott was showing us this one house. It looked like a hotel, but it's a house that some like tech billionaire from California has. They stay in it for like 2 weeks out of the year, and then that's it. Doesn't get used after that at all.
They don't Airbnb it or anything.
No, they don't need to.
No,
Yeah, it's
them
true.
billionaires.
It's not an investment home.
Maybe they let people go there, like
No.
Luigi.
Didn't you also say too that like you
I'm
could,
sure if you're family,
like
yeah.
family.
didn't you say also you could take a trail right into like the little town?
Yeah,
And then
so
take the
from the mountain, there's like a main street that's like 4 times the size of Patchogue. You could go from the mountain, ski down to the town, leave your snowboard, walk the street, like walk Main Street, get back on your board, and there's a lift that takes you from town back up to the top of the mountain.
that is so cool, man. I would love to.
Actually, it's not even
experience that.
so, dude. It's so like you go, like you look, you see like the top, like so you go up the one lift, you think you're at the top. Then there's another mountain behind that. You're like, fuck. So now you take another lift the same size all the way up to that. You think that's the top, and then there's another one to get to the one behind that. There's a mountain like behind it. Take all the way, and then you're finally at the top, like 12,000 feet up. And then if you want to go higher, you can hike to like the very top and like snowboard down.
That's cool.
How are the Mormons?
We didn't really get to see much of them. We didn't really go. Well, the first night,
They're into butt stuff.
I know.
That's such a weird concept.
Dude, we went out.
Not butt stuff, but then being into butt stuff for their reasons.
It's a weird loophole, but that's
Yeah.
right up your alley, Luigi.
Well,
That's why I thought
so
you
the
would
first night,
Loophole-
I didn't sleep
loopholes
at
or
all.
buttholes.
Both of them.
both
Nice.
Both holes.
butthole loophole.
The first day that we went there, I worked Thursday night, and
You worked Thursday?
yeah, I work at night. So the plane took off Friday morning, so I didn't sleep at the plane at all. So I didn't sleep for like 30 something hours. So when we got to the room, I crashed at like 6 o'clock. And then we went out Saturday night, and it was like, I guess this time of the season is not too many like girls or anything, because there was like
all dudes.
Maybe it was like 50 dudes and maybe like 7 girls, and like
solid numbers.
Sick ratio.
Three of them are like even worth looking at, and it's just I'm watching all these guys go up to these girls. There's like a line of them.
Where were you guys?
We were just at some bar on Main Street. Dude, it's fucking weird. There's like a line waiting to talk to these girls. I'm like, these guys are so fucking retarded.
Yeah.
I'm like, just let them be.
Yeah, let them be, for sure.
Mormons, dude.
Yeah.
The guy turns around, he walks back, he's like, what'd she say? Well,
she said next.
Dude, that's how, like if Nick's sitting there, there's literally a line from like Nick to like the camera of like guys waiting to talk to this girl. And it's like, what the fuck is like? Are you guys? It's just so awkward.
Yeah,
welcome to Utah.
Weird. That's so weird, dude.
Book of Mormon, the play, is like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
What is it?
It's a Broadway
the South
play
Park guys?
by by like Matt Stone and Trey Parker, and it's just about like this guy's like a Mormon like missionary, and he goes to like a foreign country, and he's trying to like get people to like become Mormon, and it's a musical, and it is like the fun. It's so funny because it's like a 2-hour-long episode of South Park, but like the funniest episode ever, and they're just like singing and like saying all this dumb shit. It's like no joke. Like it was, my parents got us that for Christmas, Taylor and I, and we went, and it was like the best night. It was
that is awesome.
So fucking funny.
What is exactly a Mormon? Like, what are their beliefs?
They're polygamists, so they have multiple wives.
That's it?
No,
like,
that's not all. I don't really know. That's like their big like. That's what they're known for, and they don't drink.
They do butt stuff.
Yeah.
Only butt stuff.
I didn't know about the butt stuff.
That's weird, though.
Oh, you think you become Mormon now?
Nah.
All right, so the key elements of the faith include belief in God, the Father, His Son Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit.
Davy G.
They take it farther. Belief in modern prophets and continuing revelation. Belief that through Christ's atonement, blah, blah, this is all the same shit. Hold on. Because they believed, what's his name? John fucking...
Smith. Joe Smith or
John
something?
Skinner?
No, what's his fucking name? John something.
Leonard.
That he found these fucking bullshit
Yeah, he found
stones.
tablets. What's that guy's name?
I can't remember his name. John.
I thought it was Joseph Smith or something.
Yeah, it was Joseph Smith. Yeah, Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith found these like bullshit stones that like basically take Christianity like a step further. Like that there was a chapter of the Bible left out, and he found these stones that had them, and like, you know, they take it a step farther with this bullshit.
So really the only focal point on Mormons is that they have multiple wives. That's what people are going to focus on. Not really their religion.
Sounds like a perk to me.
I don't know. I think it get messy, dude.
I feel like it gets real messy.
Yeah.
And they're very like they.
Oh, so they believe that God was once an actual man that became God.
Isn't that what
Isn't that what
Christianity?
happened? Yeah.
Right?
No.
Wasn't he like walking the earth? He was put on the
No,
stage.
that was Jesus.
Oh.
Isn't he the same person?
No, isn't Jesus his son?
I thought the Easter
Yeah,
Bunny
Jesus was his son. Jesus was
the Easter Bunny was his cousin.
God's son who came to earth, right? But the Mormons don't believe in that. They believe that God was an actual man who became a god.
Oh.
How did he become a god?
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
How did he make us then if he was a man?
No. Yeah, it's weird, dude. Religion's weird.
It is.
You ever see a TV show? It was like Sisters or something. I think it was like the Mormons. It was like a dude that had like multiple wives.
No.
It was like all on TV.
Oh, Sister Wives?
Sister Wives, yes.
I heard of it. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Big Love on HBO.
And then like all the girls were like jealous because like the dude was like, oh, he likes her more. He's spending more time with her. She's in her bedroom clicking the mouse, and he's in the bedroom with like the 3 other wives.
Clicking the mouse. I said that to Alexa the other day. She was cracking up. She'd never heard that before.
I never heard that.
Really? Double
heard
clicking the
that.
mouse, bro.
Clicking the mouse. Roughing the suspect.
I never heard clicking the mouse. That's
Never heard
fucking
that.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Roughing the Suspect, I love. That's like your go-to.
That is my go-to.
Yeah.
It's a solid one, dude.
That
It's
is.
So good.
Can you do that if you're a woman?
Roughing the suspect?
Yeah.
Depends on what kind of woman you are.
I mean, I guess the clitoris could be a suspect that you rough up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a different kind of roughing, though.
Did I send you
Like
guys that?
Gabby Garcia's.
Oh,
Oh,
my
Jesus.
God.
I don't
That
think
thing-
so.
that thing-
That's a suspect.
You know, because you beat your dick, right? Like they say, it's like you're beating your dick.
Yeah.
So if you're a woman, it's a different kind of thing. You're like pushing it around. So that's
Hers has to be Gabby Garcia's.
We should have women who look the opposite of Gabby Garcia send us some DMs on Instagram.
Gabby Garcia's clitoris has to be the size of like a fucking iPad.
dude.
That's But I'll be honest, there's probably some very attractive women out there that have huge clits.
Well, it just makes it easier. It makes it easier to find.
Dude, there's pussies are super.
It ain't easy finding that thing. I'm
a lot of different types of vaginas. You know what I mean? There's meaty ones. You know those meaty fucking Italian broads.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Italian chicks got the meat, son.
They got that pastrami.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It is funny though, man.
Flaps hanging out.
Then you get the tight ones like that are just. You get the hidden vaginas.
Yeah,
right. You know, it's like the lips are very big.
Hanging down, I'm fucking turned off.
It's just skin with a lip.
Yeah,
with a little slit in it.
Yeah,
yeah. Those ones are nice.
Body parts is so weird though, man.
Right.
Like vaginas aren't like the best looking thing.
Yeah,
neither are dicks.
Dude, if they look right, if they don't have fucking like roast beef hanging down, if they're like nice, they look like a flower, smell good, taste good, it's a beautiful part of a woman.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
Yeah, because then Luigi's gonna be like, Nick, you're telling me that you never.
I don't know if I've ever seen a vagina that looked like a flower.
No, me neither.
Yeah,
I'll
be honest with you. I think I don't even think I looked at a vagina until like 10 years after having sex. I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I just started noticing them like 2 months ago.
You just like belly flop on top. Like, here I go.
I didn't know where to go till like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know if I've ever seen a vagina in person.
What religion is that where they have sex through a sheet?
Orthodox Jews.
That's crazy.
So terrible.
And the wives have to be bald out in public, and they can only wear wigs at the house for their husband.
Yeah, and they have to, when they have their periods every month, they have to go like into this like thing to get cleansed and shit. They can't be unclean.
And they won't touch the woman while she has her period. Like they won't like kiss her.
And for like 3 days after, because they're unclean.
Yeah.
Dude, there was that movie, series on Netflix that I watched. I think I told you guys about this a while ago when I was watching it. I think it's called Unorthodox, and it's about a woman who like leaves the Orthodox Jewish community. Dude, it's bananas. Really? It is fucking insane.
Yeah, it's weird, man, how like all these religions are so different. You know,
so strict and like
like the rules are different, like the way they think, like the way that they live their life day to day. It's like so bizarre to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have sex with the woman that you're married to, that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with, but like you have to do it because
they don't do it for pleasure. It's literally because it's their duty to what the Orthodox Jews believe in. It's like their duty to repopulate the earth with God's chosen people. Yeah. So they're not having sex for pleasure. It's literally just like we need to procreate.
They each have like 5, 10, 15 kids.
Yeah, that's why they do it.
The more kids, the better for them.
Because they feel like they think that they need to repopulate the earth. Like I don't want to misquote this, but it goes back to the amount of, like, they're trying to repopulate the amount of Jews that were lost in the Holocaust, essentially.
Oh, really?
Yes, because they're God's chosen people.
It's gonna be a lot of fucking.
Yeah, well, they're God's chosen people, and they feel that they need to repopulate God's chosen people back of how many, something to that effect. I don't want to completely butcher that, but it's related back to that, and so that's why they have a ton of kids.
Oh, that's crazy.
And what's wild is they don't go outside of
like
the orthodoxy, right? So there's a lot of like inbreeding.
Oh, that's gross.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, if you're gonna do it, have a little fun, enjoy the process.
Yeah,
right?
for real.
Nah,
there's no fun with them.
It's not fun.
There's like that religion.
They're on a mission.
Yeah, they are on a mission.
I mean, I get your point, but they're on a mission.
Yeah,
dude, and they have weird rules too. Like, I was working at this one house, and they were Orthodox Jews, and
woman lost her baby. There was a kid in the back of the head.
I'm glad I wasn't the one who saw. I'm like, what the fuck?
I go there. It's like a Friday. They're like, oh, we have no heat or whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll be there. And I get there at like 3:30 because they called me at like whatever 2:30. I get there like an hour later. It's in Woodmere. They're like, how long are you gonna be? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't even look at the thing yet. They're like, well, we gotta shut off the electricity in like an hour.
Oh, because it was fucking Shabbos or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I'm like, well, it's probably gonna take me longer than an hour. They're like, all right, can you come back Monday? I'm like,
I'm here now.
They're like, I'm like, I guess so. They're like, well, we have to. They're like, can you get it running so we could shower? Because we're not going to shower all weekend or whatever. I'm like, no. Like, there's no way I'm getting this running for you within 5 minutes so you guys can take a shower and turn everything off in an hour. Like, it's not happening.
That's insane.
It's like, all right, we'll come back Monday, whatever. I'm like, all right, I don't.
Yeah, because
I don't know what
Sunday's
else
a
to tell
day
you.
of rest. They're not allowed to.
Dude, from like Friday to Monday, they don't shower.
Yeah,
at
they're
all.
not.
They don't shower. They don't have
They
electricity.
can't use electricity. They can't use technology. Like, they can't
insane.
use anything
That's
modern.
crazy.
Yeah.
I bought a car out in Woodmere one time, and it was
Did
at
you
like
get a bagel with it?
no.
Bagels are good out there.
I should have. But when I was walking, like we parked away from like I think it was like a mechanic shop or whatever. But we parked like a couple houses or whatever down. We get out of the car and like we're walking to the mechanic shop, and dude, like they're opening their windows, like their blinds, and just like peeking out, like the women.
Oh yeah.
I felt so uncomfortable. I felt like I was in a movie, dude. I'm like, yo, let's just check out this car and get the fuck out of here. It was weird. It like made me like feel like uneasy.
Yo,
You know?
Potts is a huge Aljo dick rider. He'll definitely call
Potts.
in, but I don't think you guys want him on the podcast right
him.
now.
Fuck Potts.
I don't know if you just want to tell him fuck you. We could
I'd
just call.
rather end the episode.
Wait.
We could just call him and say fuck
If
you and
he's
hang
a-
up.
Yeah.
Yo, that should be like a weekly installment.
Yeah.
Yo,
Call,
that would be
call him.
Every Sunday we just
Call
call him
him
and say
on
get
the
fucked.
count of 3. We say fuck Potts and then we hang up on him. That's the only way I want him on this podcast.
Yeah, but I don't know. That we might be giving him too much clout.
Yeah.
He's home right now, probably miserable.
Nah, he's got his daughter.
Oh,
He's
that's right.
probably
That's right.
miserable.
He just had a kid.
Still probably miserable.
Probably miserable. Yeah, it's bizarre though, man. Like, even Christianity and like Catholics, like the whole church thing to me, like going there, having to be there every Sunday, sitting through mass.
Dude, they
like,
hand-
That was the worst.
They
growing
collect
up.
money.
yeah,
They pass around the basket and like
Yeah.
shake you down.
yeah.
Dude, that's where Scientology came from.
What do
Because
you
so L. Ron Hubbard, like who the inventor of Scientology, basically was like, man, the best way to make money is to invent a religion because you're tax exempt.
That's what he did it for.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Bro, and he's got like like the amount of like money that people put into Scientology, it's insane. It's not like just
Because you have
passing
to
around-
pay to like move
advance.
on.
Yeah. It's not like you're just like throwing $1 in the basket.
But yeah, all these religions are in churches. They're all tax exempt, so that
Right.
you pass around that money, and it's like,
I know somebody who owns a church, and they're like fucking loaded.
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well if you look at those like televangelists like Joel Osteen and shit,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
down like
making
south,
boatloads of cash.
bro,
dude.
they sell out stadiums.
Yeah.
And then he has his own pretty much stadium, and then when Katrina happened, he's Mr. like religion, all this, he wasn't letting the people were basically like refugees at that point.
Yeah, he didn't open up his his church is like the old stadium in Louisiana or some shit like that, or Houston, wherever they are.
Yeah,
I thought
you're right. It might have been Harvey. It might not have been
Yeah, it was a
Katrina.
more
I
it was a
think
more recent
I think
hurricane.
it was Harvey.
His church is literally the old stadium. It's an old football stadium, and like he wouldn't open it up as like a refugee center.
I thought
basically.
I thought he did. He didn't.
No,
I think he might have
eventually
after
opened it up
after
to
like
pressure,
a ton
but
of
at first he
backlash.
wasn't doing it. They were like, "Yo, you're supposed to be a fucking Christian. Like, what's the matter with you?" And then I think he eventually did it like after caving to pressure.
Yeah.
I had
Like
an
on
old,
Twitter.
I had an old neighbor, this dude Henry. He was awesome. He taught me how to play like 3-card Monty and shit. Like
That's where you got that from?
Yeah, and hustle and shit. And he grew up like in like Brooklyn. And this guy was like a big time musician. He like had a jazz band. Like he had his garage. It's like a fucking music studio. And you would hear him cranking out with his boys. They'd be like fucking saxophone going off. The drums are fucking going. And one day he woke up at like 2 a.m. He said, and he had like this desire to write like a gospel song, like everything from like the lyrics to the instrumental, and then that was it. He was like full blown in it, like completely like 180, like it was like night and day. Yesterday
He went from hustling people to fucking.
dude.
It's just a different kind of hustle, really.
It
all it
is.
is.
It is. But the cool thing was though, like he always asked me like when I was gonna start believing, and I was like, come on, dude, like get off my back, bro.
I'll start believing at 2 a.m. when I'm inspired to write a gospel song.
But it was dope the way he thought though. He's like, listen, he's like, you don't have to go to church. You don't have to go to a structure to believe in God. Like you can just do it on your own time, when you want, when you feel like it's necessary. You don't have to go to a building around the corner.
Was he like pushing you constantly, or he was just like?
No, like once in a while he would talk to me about it, but like I thought that was like how it should be. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna believe, you don't have to go and spend money at a church and donate and like show up every Sunday. Like you do it on your own time.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, 'cause
competing
this shit's
philosophies
actually
about the
real.
idea of what a church actually is. Like the like people that study the Bible believe that the church isn't like a physical structure. The church is meant to be God's people, right? Like all the people who just are believers. And they say it's like you're supposed to fellowship with those people. It doesn't have to be every Sunday in a structure like that. Then there's people that believe the opposite of that. Like that's the problem with religion. Like you
so
can watch 1,000 flavors of the same God feuding. Like they all have their different beliefs, and that's why there's all these like fractions and
there's some people out there who beat their wives during the day and then tell you you're going to hell for the shit that you're doing.
That's a lot of Christianity.
And then they go pray in their prayer closet in the fucking basement.
It's a lot of Christianities like that, dude. There's a lot of,
There's this
they call
guy I
them
know.
fucking white teeth and black lungs.
He's got a prayer closet in his basement. He prays every night. Guy drives a bus, and like he'll fucking.
Is this D-Rock's dad?
Sounds not like D-Rock's dad.
He preaches fucking God and tells everybody if you don't believe you're going to hell and all this bullshit, and then like he'll go home and like beat his wife and shit. And it's
he's
like,
body
get the
slamming
fuck
his
out
wife.
of here, dude.
He's body slamming his wife on Saturday.
He'll like bite people's fingers off that don't pay 75 cents on the bus, and it's like, dude, like you're not fucking
who you say you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, what's their thought process? Like, it's all forgiven then? Like, you go to your prayer closet
Yeah,
and like
dude, this
apologize
guy
for
will
all the
That's
shit
one of
you
my
do?
that's one of my problems
he'll
with
go-
Christianity, right? Is like that it abdicates people of like personal responsibility. They believe like, oh, I'm saved now. Jesus forgives me. It's like, cool, man.
It's like
That doesn't-
saying no homo
Yo,
after you say some real gay shit. Like, oh, I beat my wife. Sorry, God.
He'll go and be like, say whatever. He's a bus driver. Someone doesn't want to pay the fare on the bus. He'll literally beat the shit out of them. Sometimes bite their fingers off.
Seriously?
weren't joking
I thought that
about
was
it?
I'm not even joking. Then he'll go home to his fucking prayer closet and he'll be like whatever. Say a little prayer and then everything's all forgiven. Like, oh, I'm good now.
Wait, over 75 cents? It's not even. It's not even your bus company.
He beat the shit out of a guy in a 7-Eleven parking lot because the guy, they were fighting over a spot. He left him for dead in the 7-Eleven parking lot.
Oh my God! Does this guy have big ears?
Yeah.
Kind of felt like that's where it was going.
Yeah. I don't want to say his name, but yeah.
No, don't.
You know what's crazy though is like for all the evils of religion, and like I hate that I'm even about to like say this because I argued against it for quite some time.
All right. See you guys next week.
The death of religion, like in terms of its effects on society, I think has been real bad. Like, and what I mean by that is like
The fear of God.
so like way less people are religious now, right? There's no religious structures or faiths or whatever you want, and what's filling that gap is like political religions, like and woke idealism. Like those have become religion instead. It's filling that gap, and it's filling it for like worse.
Right.
I think it's even worse than like the
Your
ills
standard
of religion.
religion.
Yeah, like religion has its own issues, right? Like and things like that. But I think this as religion is worse.
Yeah. For the most part, like religion teaches you to be a good person. You know.
Yeah, I guess it keeps some kind of like moral structure. in
It does,
people's lives.
and I hate admitting that because I used to argue against it all the time, and I'm like, nah, society doesn't need that. The world will be fine without it. But like, I think I was wrong because it seems way worse now.
Yeah, I think some people need it. Like I was never religious at all, and I'm still not. I never grew up religious.
No, but it is good to have that structure.
Yeah, for some people.
Like for some people,
Yeah.
they need that structure.
Yeah, I think if it makes you a
Not
better
everybody,
person,
but
But you also have like jiu-jitsu is like your own little like religion. You know
My
what I'm saying?
problem
It's
is,
something
like-
that you go. It's like a standard thing that you do every day or every week. You know.
Yeah, but I don't think it's asking too much of like people and humanity to like to come to these realizations on their own, right? Like it's kind of like a sad indictment of like fucking humanity.
yeah,
Like,
you should do it because it's the right thing to do,
Yeah.
not
You
because
should
you're
be a
afraid
good
that there's
person.
a higher
Yeah.
power that's going to make you pay
Right,
for your
and-
actions.
it's just fucking.
I just feel like
think-
religion's more about the community than it is about anything else, you know. And it's like nowadays we have other things that are community at like based, like CrossFit, like jiu-jitsu,
Yep.
like coming here, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is our community, you
Right.
know. This might as well just be a fucking a church, you know.
Right.
We come here every Sunday or every day, really, you know, and we hang out. But it's like
and we're all like-minded, and we share our thoughts. And
exactly, and so like I think now that like those other things are more available, like jiu-jitsu, like CrossFit, like, you know, the kava bar, like I feel like that's what's kind of replacing like religion. Like for me personally, like when I first started doing yoga, like I grew up like my grandparents were very religious, like go to church every Sunday, and like if I was to sleep at their house on the weekend, like I would go to church, but otherwise I wouldn't. Like my parents don't go to church or anything. But when I started doing yoga, it was like almost like a filling that gap, like, you know, like this is something that's kind of like sacred, like that I come here and I do this for a specific reason.
Yeah.
And it's like, now that I don't do yoga, like I'll do jiu-jitsu, and it's like I feel like that fills the gap, you know.
Yeah, I understand that, but what I think is happening, unfortunately, is more the philosophy that's being replaced, and that's what's dangerous. It's like a dangerous, like, political philosophy, woke philosophies, those things, and they're becoming dogmatic, and that's what I mean about religion. Like, none of us with jiu-jitsu or yoga is going to be like, oh, if you don't believe that this is the best, fuck off, and you're causing trouble. You're in the way. Like, that's what's happening now with like woke political ideologies, and it's like they believe that they have this moral high ground, and if you don't agree, you're like, you know, it's like like how religion like was like perfect examples, like the abortion debate, right? Like most religious people feel that if you are pro-choice, you're wrong, you're morally wrong, and the religious people feel like they have this moral standpoint that's bestowed on them from God. You know what I mean? And so that's where they feel morally righteous. Now, this whole woke bullshit, they feel morally righteous, but without like it being bestowed from God. It's just from themselves. And if like you disagree, you're this like evil person. You're a sinner, and you're destroying whatever the fuck.
They're entitled.
Yeah, but I feel like even with church, you would still get that backlash. You know what I'm saying? So like, if churches have moved on and like kind of like are a thing of the past, like if churches were still relevant today and prevalent, it would still be the same thing.
No, I'm not saying it's what I'm saying is it's been that stuff has been replaced by these other ideologies, and I think that they're actually more dangerous than.
I think the churches had.
That's what you're saying now.
Yeah,
and I hate to even say this, but I think the churches had better morals than like the woke 100%. Ideology.
Some do, yes, because like at the very end, at least with like religion and mainly like Christianity, there's a premise of free will in that, right? Where it's like they will try to like kind of push you into their belief systems, but at the end of the day, like the idea of like free will, like no Christians are, well, not no Christians, but the bulk of especially like born again Christians and Catholics will leave that argument and leave room for like people to kind of live their own lives to some degree. There's some other extremists, but I feel like with the woke bullshit, it's like there's no room for that. They're pushing
either follow me or you're
and
wrong.
if you're in the way, they will literally bulldoze you and destroy you. You know, like the religious ideology like will push very hard for it, but they're not going to go like attacking you, canceling you, and destroying your lives. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do you think that's because when like the churches were like up and going, like were more prevalent, like the social media the whole social media movement wasn't like as strong?
Social media definitely plays a huge part in it.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, there was churches out there that like were totally against gays.
Oh yeah, they still are.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like,
well, that was like one of the big things, and this is what I mean. I'm not trying to like give religion a pass here, but like religious ideology has played a huge part in why there was like laws against all this shit, why there was no gay marriage and shit like that. You know what I mean?
You were a sinner if you were gay.
Yeah. That's why I had such a problem with it when gay marriage wasn't legal, because the country's founded on separation of church and state. So why are you going to let a religious view stop people?
And everybody argues America's a Christian nation. It's like, no, we're not supposed to be. That's the whole point.
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. But yeah, the people, like, it's so insane. Like, if people want to get married, let them get married. Like, who
but
gives
that's
a
what
fuck?
I mean.
Like, how does that affect your life at all whatsoever? Like, just
that's a religious ideology, right? And like I'm not saying this doesn't have issues, but like the religious people will try to push that, and they'll try to keep those things illegal and change the law. But they're not. If you're in opposition to them, they're not going to like attack you and cancel you. And I feel like now with the wokeism bullshit, it's like it's all out war. You will be absolutely fucking. They're going to cancel you, destroy you, and it's like vicious. At least in the religious, like
they would just go to war.
Yeah, but it's like it's just a different thing. You know what I mean?
No,
like
I know.
there no outside of like the Westboro Baptist Church that was like, you know, fucking God hates fags and boycotting everything. Like most of those things are not going on. They're not going to the lengths that the wokesters are.
I think most of the
nobody cares what you think, Luigi.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it. Like the biggest problem with these woke people, like they're just not good people. If you're like at the end of the day, all you really need to do is just be a good person. Like Nick touched on it. Like if you're a good person, you're gonna do the right thing, and these people just aren't.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying all religions were, but like, you just be, at the end of the day, be a good person.
I mean, you could say that about anybody, though.
Look at
you
some
know
of the
what I mean?
woke people that walk around here.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
good people.
My bad.
No, that they're not.
My bad.
No, but like Christianity, like the golden rule, do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. That's pretty much all it takes. Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, just be a good
That's
person.
why Luigi fucking sticks his finger in
Yeah,
everybody's
because he
ass.
wants his fingers in his ass. Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Why, you never got a blowjob with a finger up your ass? And fucking
Nah.
shoot. This shit will
Dude,
shoot right through her throat.
I heard that. I heard you take out a ceiling tile.
Yeah.
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 I'm being
He's like,
serious.
his eyes are
Dude,
lighting
you're
up. He's
like-
like, I'm going to go get one right after the podcast.
I got a job. I got at my job that's all him and his girlfriend do.
Dude, if she next time she's blowing you, tell her to stick a finger up.
I don't know.
You'll shoot it like right through her throat. You'll put a hole right through the back of her fucking. You put a hole through the back of her neck.
It's an exit only, dude. I don't know if I could have some go up there.
Next time you're in the shower, get a little soap on there. Go like a knuckle or two deep, and just like.
Dude, we literally just went from religion and wokeness to this to a tutorial on how to finger blast yourself in the ass.
I'm glad because fucking I hate religion talk.
How? Yeah, me
I
too.
know. So that's but
Bible days.
I'm just saying
Great segment. Great segment.
Question of the day?
No, I walked in and I hear the conversation going. I'm like, wow, these guys are really serious on a Sunday. 15 minutes later, I'm like, holy shit, they're still going on. So a little bit of a deep conversation. I start paying attention to my work. Next thing I know is just get a knuckle or two deep in your ass and you'll know how it feels. I'm like, oh, they're back. All right, they're back.
I love how Sean just sounded like a fucking 1950s radio host.
Yeah, sports commentator.
That was fucking awesome.
Dude,
And he's going far. He's going net.
And
knuckle
he's at
deep.
the 10, the
How-
5, touchdown.
how old were you the first time you had something put in your butt, whether it be a finger or a toy or whatever?
or a dick.
Life event that everybody goes through.
Yeah, second question.
No, I'm just not-
what was the first time?
No, I'm just not sure like how long he's been in the game.
I'm Greek. I'm Greek.
You Greek?
If you ever watch Greek people in jiu-jitsu, they're either have someone on their back and they're comfortable because they've been in that position, or they're not comfortable in the position, so they're good at getting people off their back.
Wait, say that again. I was just distracted by a little leprechaun.
The fuck does that have to do with fingers in your ass?
Because Greek people, they invented anal sex, right? The
Yeah,
Italians
introduced it to
it to women. I'm Greek, so I had to defend myself my whole life. From uncles and shit.
Okay. I see where this went. Yeah, they say dudes have a G spot in their butt, dude.
Yeah.
They do, dude. Yeah.
I mean, like a G spot, like you don't even have to be doing anything to the fucking.
Oh, I've never had that before. But if you touch,
prostate.
it's not the whole. They don't have them stick the whole finger up there. That's just gay. But go like, go two knuckles in and like let them move around a little bit.
What?
Dude,
How
fucking
many?
boom.
Where is the line for gay and pleasurable? Show us on your finger.
Two knuckles.
Two knuckles.
You go.
knuckles.
You go anywhere past here, you're gay.
All right.
Okay.
It's not like a. It's like a very like small.
There's a very very tight window.
Yeah, very tight.
Very tight
dude.
window.
So, not gay.
Yes. Yeah. You got it. You got it.
All right.
But next time you're in the shower, go a knuckle or two. Don't go past the second knuckle because that makes you a homo.
Okay.
No, nothing against homos. It's
You know, like
it's
that's a lot of
2022.
extra cleanup, dude. Like, you got to wash your hands.
I guess,
you got to
dude,
wash.
You're in the shower.
You
guess
got to
you
make
can-
sure it's fucking washed. What are you gonna do? Not wash your asshole and get it licked like an hour later? You got to make sure the shit's
Yeah.
clean.
Luigi has a good point, dude.
You gotta-
You're
you
kind
know.
of killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, you gotta be respectful.
Are you you're talking about fingering your own ass, though? Are you?
Yes.
Just to
You
get it
gotta
clean.
clean.
But I'm just saying. I'm saying for Nick to
No,
just
he wasn't
feel
talking
what
about getting it clean. He's talking about sticking a finger up his ass so he can come in the shower.
No, I'm not coming. I'm just saying for Nick to stick it on there to see, like, get the feeling of, oh wait, this is gonna feel good when she.
So
blows
is that
me.
gay if you're jerking off and you stick your finger in your own ass? Is that gay?
Well,
Pass
You
the
go
second-
past the second knuckle, yes.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know if it was your own finger that makes you gay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
asking
know.
for a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Asking for a
Nick.
friend here. Yeah, asking for Nick.
Don't go past the second knuckle, then bad things start happening.
Yeah, that's what this guy at work does, though. That's all he does now, he said. He just literally, like, they'll be fooling around and she'll finish him off with, I guess, a knuckle in his butt.
Not two.
Not two.
You can go two, just don't go past the second one.
My thing is, like, how do you even, like, get to that point with a girl? Like, right? Like, I guess you just have to flat out say, yo, can you stick your finger
You got to
in?
be pretty comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you got to be like, all right, check this out. Tonight, I want you to stick your finger in my ass.
Yeah.
On my mark, though, when I'm ready.
Ready, set, go.
Yeah, like when I'm about to come, we got to time this right.
Yeah, and it only has you can only go to the big knuckle. Anything past the big knuckle, we're going to have a problem. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how it's just one of those conversations.
The girl has to be in for it. The girl has to be a pro, because a girl that's never danced with the devil like that is not just gonna. it's just not gonna go there.
Well, that's why.
Not.
Like you can't have them too young, because then you got to teach them and it's just fucking annoying.
Yeah, I can
you
see
got to
that.
get them after like 23, 24.
Oh, that's the age.
Then they
like
then they,
5 or 6 buttholes she's already been licking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She needs to.
Yeah, because they have to be in the game for pretty long to be doing that, right? I mean,
So
I don't know,
wild
man.
move,
If like
bro.
you gotta
Yeah.
you give her a test, give her a Capri Sun. If she fucking nails on the first spot, she's good.
yeah. If she takes the Capri and flips it upside down and then stands, girl, I don't want you anywhere near my butt.
Dude, why did we do that? Why did we stay at the bottom of the Capri Sun? Because then you can't even stand the thing up. It's like, all right, now I'm committed. I'm holding on to this thing.
Because
like,
it was
it's like
hard. It's a small little thing to get the straw in. That's why
Yeah.
people did
Yeah,
it.
and then you want to poke in the back of it.
and you just put like fucking 2 hands on it and squeeze
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Capri
No,
Sun, I don't really like Capri Sun.
Yo, Capri Sun's the greatest.
Yeah, you
I
said
don't
you
know.
like that?
I don't
You
know
like
if
them?
I'm a big fan of it.
I wasn't a big fan.
I was
loves Capri
definitely
Sun.
hitting
Me
it from
too.
the bottom. Definitely hitting it from the bottom. Dude.
Not
Yeah.
much has changed, huh?
Nah, bottom
Like-
feeder, baby.
Like for like those like drinks that you bring like in your lunchbox. Like I was more of a Yoo-Hoo guy.
Yoo-hoo, chocolate drink.
Yoo-hoo was good, man. Wasn't
So
even
fucking
milk.
good. No,
chocolate drink.
I know. It's crazy.
what is it, just like water and chocolate syrup?
Probably.
Probably.
I have no idea what's in
Fuck,
it.
what was the
And, like,
there was like
chocolate
a
number
bootleg
5.
chocolate one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mocha.
I do
Mocha
gotta say
color.
though, the best shit ever as far as like juices is Martin's apple juice.
I don't know if what's
Is that the one
Martin?
that's like shaped like
Like an apple.
an apple? There's
Yeah.
one that's shaped like an apple, and there's one I got when I was in the hospital when I broke my jaw. They gave me, it looked like apple juice, and like I think it might have been Martin's too, but it was in like a pudding cup, almost like an applesauce cup,
Okay.
and it was amazing. I don't even
Yeah.
like apple juice, and I was like in love with it.
Dude, the Martin's is where it's
I love
at.
orange juice.
Me too.
Orange juice is too
Are
like
you
acid.
are you like
too acidic.
do you like pulp or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like some pulp.
I grew up like hating pulp. Like
Me
I
too.
could never have pulp, and then like I'm like, oh shit, like pulp is good. Like
Oh, no
Dude,
way.
fresh squeezed orange
Yeah,
juice is
so
amazing.
Don't they
Banging.
have like orange juice that's like heavy pulp?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a little
Most
weird.
pulp.
That's a
yeah,
little sus.
dude.
That's sus.
Dude,
It's like-
That
it's
means
like
you
when
like some stuff.
It's like
in your
egg
throat.
drop
like-
soup.
Dude, it's like when you get the Red Boy and it's muddy.
Yeah.
We
No,
like this
it's
morning.
way more sus than that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not a pulp guy. Keep the pulp out of my orange juice.
it's like the sea moss.
Oh,
Sea moss sus.
dude, that's thick.
That's sus.
That's
Yeah.
thick. Yeah, like what was up with the pulp? Why do you keep the
When
pulp in
I-
the orange juice?
I just found Twix has a fucking chocolate milk.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably good.
Who makes it? Twix?
Twix, yeah. Twix
When I
has
go
a
to-
chocolate milk.
Well, I didn't know if it was like Nesquik doing like a
Who
a
makes it?
candy-
Hershey.
a candy bar, you know?
It was a valid question.
Yeah.
I don't think it
When
was.
I went to, whenever I go to like Florida or Cali, I love getting fucking fresh squeezed orange juice.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
Do you put mushrooms in the orange juice?
Oh, I keep forgetting to take mushrooms.
Dude,
before I
oh,
podcast.
Snickers low-fat
speaking of that,
chocolate
speaking
milk.
of that,
Why'd you raise your hand like we were in the classroom?
no, because they just, hey, teach. Yo, reminded me. I forget who I was talking about this, but supposedly if you soak your mushrooms in lemon juice before you eat them, it like heightens the
Yeah,
effects.
you're supposed
Yeah.
to drink orange juice when you do shrooms.
Or if you let them soak in orange juice, it takes.
Well, I'm
that,
sure it's any citrus.
it's any citrus because it takes the
Alkaloids or something.
Yeah, it breaks it down like your stomach's gonna break it down. So then when you drink it, it affects you faster.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
heard,
do that
I
when
heard
I get
that the
home.
acidicness of like orange juice or lemon juice is what enhances the trip.
Yeah,
I have heard that.
it doesn't really.
I haven't heard
It's
orange
not so
juice,
much
I
that it
just heard
enhances it; it just breaks it down faster, so your stomach doesn't have to break it down. So then, instead of taking like a half hour, 45 minutes to feel something, you feel it in like 5-10 minutes.
Can
Oh,
we
wow.
can we get a fact check on that?
I drank it as tea one time and I got fucked up, dude.
Lemons on. Lemons
Yeah, we're
in
looking
your-
for acidic beverages to heighten mushroom trip.
Dude, mushroom tea. That time I was tweaking. I don't know. You guys know the story. I don't know if I told it on the podcast, but man, that was a dark time for me.
Dude, that sounded like a horrible time, bro.
It was horrible.
Where you
Can orange juice really improve a psychedelic trip?
Yeah, you said you were about to cut your dick off.
No, I wasn't about to cut my dick off, but I had to piss so bad, and when I went to the bathroom, all I saw was blood. I couldn't see my dick, and it was so bad to the point where I almost like dropped trow and like asked the homies if my dick was still there.
Yo, I still got my dick.
Is it there?
Wait, you gotta.
I had it. So like we made mushroom tea. So everyone drank their tea. I drank my tea, and then I said I wanted like a big dose, and then there was like Entenmann's Crumb Donuts. So all the mushrooms in the bottom of people's tea I was putting on top of Entenmann's donuts, and I just kept eating it. So I got
ready for this answer?
Yeah.
So experts say certain fruit juices are likely to influence the course of a trip, but orange juice isn't one of them. Citrus fruits contain acetic acid, which helps break down psilocybin into psilocin, the compound that ultimately gets metabolized by your body.
Huh. So it's not orange juice.
So it's not.
Oh, I
Not
heard
orange
it
juice,
was
apparently. Other citrus
Lemon
juices,
juice.
though.
Lemon. I've heard of lemon because my friend said that if you mix it and then just take like a shot, or some people strain it and they don't even eat the mushroom; they just drink the juice. But yeah, no, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm
You know what I
curious,
mean?
like breaks down the.
But that's weird. Why wouldn't orange juice? What was it? It had what was in the lemon juice that broke down?
It just said citric
Acid?
citric compounds.
But does it
Hold on.
does it enhance the trip, or it just makes it you feel it faster? Because I heard you just feel it faster. I didn't.
It's they have acetic acid, ACETIC.
Acetic.
Yeah, acetic acid.
I don't mind waiting
That's
for them
weird.
to kick in. I'm not trying to like jumpstart that. I like easing into it. Hopefully it
Yeah.
doesn't hit me like a fucking ton of
I
bricks.
took some today. It was kind of hot before.
Did you?
Yeah.
How much you take?
I keep forgetting that I have them.
I don't know, maybe like 0.5, 0.6.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of a chocolate bar that we didn't have the molds in the beginning, so we just put it in an ice tray thing.
Nice.
It's like this big. It's just an ice tray.
One of the things that just came up because I searched acidic acid enhancing trips, and one of the acidic acid intoxication by rectal administration.
Oh my god. People always trying to take it one step too far.
Booth and shit. I never boofed any drugs.
In your pee hole, though.
Oh, in your pee hole?
Did you
your
say,
pee
you say
hole? No.
rectal?
Rectal, yeah, that's ass.
Oh, it's ass. I was thinking.
Yeah, like people.
Erection.
I've heard like people. people's. Like,
I was like, what were you thinking?
The urethra.
Damn, pee hole, dude. That's aggressive.
people's teeth get like all fucked up from like crack and coke and fucking meth and all that shit. So
Yeah.
their mouths get all fucked up, so they'll boof it. Like they'll just shove the drugs up their ass and absorb it through there.
Won't your asshole get fucked up though?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I was watching. You ever see that show on? I think it was like TLC or whatever. It's like Strange Addictions.
Yeah.
People were like boofing coffee up their ass.
What?
Yeah, they said. like,
Hot?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's probably like cooled down.
It would have to be a cold brew.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, they would boof it, dude. Like the dude and his like wife or girl, like they would just like brew a pot of coffee.
It's like and took like a turkey. But how does it
I'm
not
gonna
just
go
like
boof
fall
some
It
out?
peanut
looked
butter
like how
after
they do
this.
like they funnel beers with the.
Yeah.
They just like shove.
I know,
in
but
their
I just
ass.
don't understand because
do you, like, pull
how do
it
you
in?
drink? Yeah, I was just gonna say you can't
Some
like
Kegels?
drinking with your asshole.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta do Kegels.
You got to go up like far with that thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's going in only
That's-
knuckle deep.
Yeah, it's way.
No.
That's definitely gay.
Dude,
It's on the
even,
gay
like,
side.
Even thinking when like
How's it not just fall out? Like
if you
dump a
fuck,
load
like
in
when
there.
you're fucking a girl in the ass and like if your dick's all the way in there and you cum, like you still see that cum like drip out of her asshole. That's my favorite part of anal. By
This
the way.
is graphic.
Nice.
Is watching the cum like drip out of her asshole. But
Fuck,
like
dude.
if your dick's all the way in there and it's coming, like that hose has to be like. I mean, actually, I'm only like 2.5 inches. that
probably
hose got to
why.
be like.
That's probably why,
That hose
dude.
has to be at least like 4 inches in there.
Yeah, I don't know how far it goes, but like people are weird with their like addictions, though, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the shit that people like to do.
And what
It's
about
like,
hoarders?
hoarders? Dude, that's the worst.
I'm gonna go boof some can butter after this.
Nice. There you go.
I'm gonna let you guys know how it goes.
Somebody
Yes,
ate like
let
the
me know
cotton.
how far you got to stick it in.
Somebody on that show ate the cotton from the Tylenol.
Oh,
Like that's gross.
yeah. I don't know how people eat
Could it be
cotton.
any cotton ball or had to be from the Tylenol bottle?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember eating cotton. I'm like,
I've seen them like have women have it for like their nails and shit. The cotton
Yeah.
balls. I've heard of people eating that.
What the
It's
fuck is
weird.
wrong with people?
Luigi
I've heard of that in Elf.
in what?
In Elf.
Oh, eating the cotton. Yeah, cotton balls. Yeah. Yeah, not last night. What night was it? It was the other night. Do you guys have any like horrible sounds that you can't stand?
Oh, scratching on the chalkboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like two metal utensils scratching?
Oh, like or on the plate.
Yeah.
On the plate is the worst.
Shit's the worst.
I don't care. I don't care metal on metal, like fork and knife hitting each other.
I
But
can't
like
do that.
when you're like cutting on like a ceramic plate and it gives you that like
3-year-olds high screen pitching. As loud as they can.
Yeah, that's bad.
That is annoying.
Lisa has one. It's the funniest shit. She cannot touch cotton.
Oh, I know. She said that.
Yeah,
the other night.
she
What
can't
the
touch
fuck?
cotton. And if you put the cotton by her ears and like you just rub it, that sound, she says,
chills up her spine.
Yeah, like it's
That's so weird. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and she said that sound she relates to like when snow's crunchy and you step on
I know.
it.
Oh, yeah.
She said that the
that's
other night.
yeah,
I'm like,
that's
that's
Why does that
probably
bother her, though?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's the same reason why like certain noises bother us. You know?
but that's creepy.
Does the snow bother her too?
yeah. If like she's walking on snow and it's just like at
Crunch,
that,
crunch,
yeah.
crunch.
Oh, I love that crunch.
Yeah,
So do I.
that's like such a satisfying sound.
Yeah, I love that sound. But she like when I found that I was like, yeah, I'm like I got her now, man. I'm running around the house with 2 cotton balls. I'm like, bitch, you're mine.
I do the same
Throwing
shit to her.
snowballs
I do
at
the
her
same
with
thing to
cotton balls inside her.
I do the same thing to Alexa. She's probably gonna get pissed at me if I say this, but she's got like a weird irrational fear about her knees.
What? What do you mean a fear about her? Like what? They're ugly?
Like no, that they're gonna break.
Oh my god!
No, like you can't
But just
like
out of nowhere,
Like if
her
I
knees are
touch
gonna
her
break?
knee, she's like oh, and like she gets like all
That
freaked
is
out by
funny.
it. And I mess with her all the time.
Do you like kick the back of her knee out?
dude, no, that's a lot.
We just like you take a fucking hammer to the kneecap, dude.
No, you know, like when she like when someone's
you push
standing,
the
you
cat.
push
No,
her
I don't
back
do
of
that.
it.
But she's
might
got a
actually break.
hilarious irrational fear that like her knees are just gonna break.
That is so funny, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like
They might break if she hunts some cows, you know.
Oh, I heard that story.
Dude,
I heard that story.
dude,
I heard that story.
so bad. Sorry, Alexa.
Wait, what
Wait, I
happened with
didn't hear
hunting
this.
I
cows?
was fucking crying.
Yeah, it was a bad one. The other day we were up here and I don't know. You were talking about going to get beef or something like that.
No, she came up and she was like, "Oh, when are you going to get the meat again?" Because I get this like grass-fed beef from upstate from this farm that you just take gum you had.
I haven't worn this jacket. I had one piece in. Yeah, I did have a
Nice.
piece.
So she's asking me like, you know, when I'm going to go back upstate to get beef because like her mom got it last time and she said that she's been bugging her about it, and I forget what happened. Oh, Macus was like, he's like, "Oh, what kind of meat?" I was like, "Beef," and then he's like, "Oh, where do you get it?" And she just looks at him. She's like, "He hunts it." But like the look of disgust on her face, like
Like, what a dumb question.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
serious,
yeah.
serious. Like it's Remy. Like he hunted.
Did he just laugh?
Yeah, me and him look at each other and we just start fucking cracking up laughing.
That
She's
is a
like,
good
"What?
one.
What?" And I'm like, "I hunt fucking cows." Like,
Yeah, and then I overhear it. I didn't hear the first part. I'm like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Nothing." And I'm like, "Yo, I need to hear this."
you're like, "Did she say something stupid?" And we just start dying laughing. Oh my god.
That is funny though.
It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, she,
I couldn't stop laughing. Like I was fucking crying. Like tears were coming out of my eyes.
She's like, yes, I finally got somebody to call them out on being stupid.
yeah, zinger.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see her totally being so confident. Be like, really, Macus? He fucking hunts it, you idiot.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
she dyed her hair blonde.
Oh my god, dude.
shit.
We got a question of the day today, or
No.
by the way,
Meth Mike.
anybody got a couch open for me next week? Because once this podcast drops, I might be.
I
Yeah,
got you. I got you,
I was just gonna say, let's hope she doesn't listen.
Yeah, I might
Don't worry, dear. I got you.
Let's hope she doesn't listen.
might be in trouble.
Might be. But if she doesn't listen to this episode, dude, you're in the clear.
Yeah,
Actually, I got 2 bedrooms, so you and Caleb are good.
perfect. No, he could stay with
Oh
her.
yeah, Caleb's good, dude. He's not getting kicked out.
Yeah.
He's not the one that said the joke. I do not have a question of the day.
Sean, no question of the day, right? Oh yeah,
Sean always
he's so
coming
clutch.
through on the clutch.
He's
dude.
so clutch. Because before when we asked him, he said no. So I'm like, oh, he probably doesn't have one.
That's not true. He never asked me that.
I did too. When you grabbed the mic, I said question of the day, and you said no.
It was too early for that. I want to talk about your transition from one subject to the other.
Okay.
Question of the day, though. What is something that when you were growing up you thought was going to be a way bigger deal when you were an adult, and it turns out it's not a big deal at all?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a fucking good one.
So for me, it's quicksand.
Oh yeah.
That's honestly, I was thinking of two things. It was quicksand
And the Bermuda
stop,
Triangle?
drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll was another one. Yeah.
Those were the two things. Like as a
Yep.
kid, it was like don't get caught in quicksand, and if you ever get caught on fire, learn how to stop, drop, and roll. I don't think I've ever even seen anybody get caught on fire.
Dude, come to work with me. I go on fire every fucking day.
Oh my god!
But I see these internet videos where dudes light themselves on fire with like pumpkins on their head and dumb shit, and none of them stop, drop, and roll.
They don't stop,
They
drop,
just
and
keep running and screaming, and their friends tackle them. And I'm like,
that is hilarious.
so you guys not go to gym in elementary school? What the fuck? Like,
I
that's
forgot
the first
about
thing they
stop,
told
drop,
you.
and roll. It's so funny.
Dude, that is great.
So what else you got? What was a big deal when you were a kid?
The Bermuda Triangle.
Oh yeah, that too.
100% the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, the Bermuda Triangle and lava.
Dude, I remember I was like,
trying to
we were
think.
young. We went on a cruise and we were going to Bermuda. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to go. I'm not going to come back. It was either a cruise or like we were flying past. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I was like, oh no, like we can't go over there. We're not coming back. Like we're just going to disappear.
That is hilarious, dude. The quicksand one is funny,
The
bro.
quicksand's fucking.
That's priceless, dude.
Because
So is stop, drop, and roll though. I remember being in school, bro, and like that was like what you learned.
yeah.
Dude, yeah,
Stop,
like
drop, and roll.
it's going to happen to you one day. You need to know how to do this. I never.
I mean, for me, I'd have to say like chilling past 10 p.m. Growing up, we had all those.
Do you know where your children are?
Yeah, growing up, we had those commercials, bro. It's like it's 10
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children
Yeah,
are?
dude, and the swing in the dark park, and you heard the creaking of the rusty chain, and I'm like, dude, I'm not going out past 10 p.m. Fuck that. I don't know what the fuck's out there at 10 p.m., but you're not catching me out at the playground. At 10
Also,
p.m.
Dare.
Dare.
The Dare program. They made drugs like, and
So much more.
all the kids that I know that like aced the Dare program because they at the end of Dare they pick like certain people to like read an essay. They made like the best essay about how they're not going to do drugs.
Yeah, they're the biggest drug addicts.
Yeah. And like I know so many functioning alcoholics and drug addicts. I'm like, it wasn't really that big of a deal.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
dude.
You know,
The
and like I thought more people would have been dropping dead and addicted to drugs. It's not that many.
I was gonna say
The commercials with the eggs. They crack
Yeah,
the egg on
this
the
is your
brain.
brain on
This
drugs.
is your brain.
Yeah.
This is your brain on drugs.
Although going back to your thing with the don't go past whatever like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You go into some countries in South America. You go out past 8 o'clock. You're getting picked up.
Yeah.
Like doesn't matter who you are, what you know.
That's why I don't go to those
Yeah.
countries, dude.
But it is a big thing out there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I would say like smoking weed and doing shrooms. Like when you're a kid, you're like, oh my god, like that's so crazy. Like you do shrooms, and it's like now you realize that like most people microdose.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like or
a large percent of people microdose.
yeah, or it's like when you're a kid, like you don't like this is. I realized when I first started doing construction, I was working, and I was like, you know, like you're a kid, you're like, oh yeah, I smoke weed, like, and then you get to the construction site and they're like, everyone's smoking weed. You're like, what the fuck? You're
Yeah.
like, I've been lied to my whole life.
Also, volcanoes. I thought volcanoes were going to be a much bigger deal than what they are.
And
I remember
earthquakes.
earthquakes fucked a lot of shit up.
Well,
in our
not
time.
here.
No, but I mean, still. But like, I remember.
I remember in being like elementary school, they're like, all right, earthquake drill, get under your fucking desk. And it's like, when the fuck did we,
And when
I don't
I-
even think
and
we've ever
what
had
is that
an
even
earthquake.
gonna
When
do?
I was a kid, I was terrified.
How is that desk going to protect you
Yeah.
from an earthquake?
The building's going to crush everything except for the fucking desk
Yeah.
that you're sitting on.
Well, what about like the fucking nuclear? They used to do the fucking nuclear bomb. The kids in school get under their desks too. Like that's gonna keep you safe. But dude, I remember I had an irrational fear when I was a kid about living on an island, not realizing that I lived on an island. I was like 3-4 years old, and I was like, oh man, because like
Imagine if
I
I
think
lived on
there
an
was
island.
like there was a hurricane that hit some island or whatever, and I was like, that's terrifying. And like you're surrounded by water on all sides, you're never gonna be safe. I'm like, oh, I never want to live on an island. Like my mom was like, I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, man, do I got news for you?
Yeah. But it's turned out to not be that big of a deal. I'm all right.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. But if we do get
Shit in
fucked,
his pants watching Gilligan's
we only
Island.
got one way off this place, dude.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be on the same road getting out of here.
Well,
Not me.
Remy's got a boat, baby.
Exactly, baby.
Yeah, Remy's boat's only going to last him so long. You see the gas tank on that thing, dude?
Yeah, at least I could fit us.
We're gonna be flying for 20 minutes, then all of a sudden run out of gas.
Nah, my shit's fuel efficient.
Is
Dude,
it?
we should do a boat cast this summer. Actually, no, it'd be crazy with the
We'll
wind.
just get on the ferry and take it down to fucking Ocean City.
Yeah, oh, we can do that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've never been to Ocean City. I heard it's fucking dope. That place. What is it called? Secrets or something?
No, it had a name. Wasn't it like
I thought that was the name of the big like the outdoor
Oh.
bar where like you're like drinking and you're
Ocean
like in the
Ocean
ocean.
City Beach? It was like I thought they said it was like no beach. They call it or something because like they made rules where you couldn't even like a sandwich on the beach.
Oh no, that's
Ocean Bay Park.
Ocean Bay Park.
Oh, okay.
They call it the land
we're
of
talking
no.
about
the
Maryland.
land of no.
That's Ocean Bay Park.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you can't do shit. I got fucking yelled at there for walking on the boardwalk
With no shirt?
on the boardwalk with no shirt on.
Wow.
I'm like, I looked at him. At first, I thought he was like fucking with me, and then I realized like he was serious. I'm like, dude, I'm like, it's summer. I'm at a fucking beach, and I can't have no shirt on.
That's so weird.
So, did you put a shirt on, or you just kept walking?
Yeah, because he was like,
was it a cop?
Yeah, it was a cop.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, I was like pretty fucking drunk, and I'm like, okay, dude, like good joke. And he's like, no, put a fucking shirt on. I'm like, what?
Good joke, haha. I'm at the fucking beach.
Yeah, for real.
That's weird though.
It was so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Super stupid.
That was a good. That was a good question of the day.
That
Though.
was a good one.
Good job, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Good fucking job.
One more thing. Oh,
This is gonna be good.
Anybody else, when they were driving with their parents in the car, if you turn the light on
the light
in the car,
Oh,
you get
yeah.
screamed at?
Yes.
Like the car was going to
Oh
blow
my
up
God,
if you didn't
that
turn
was
it
a
on.
big
Like we were gonna get pulled
She said we would get
over,
pulled
we're gonna get
over.
arrested.
Why?
Like,
Yo,
nobody
why-
can
why
see
is
us
that?
now. Nobody
Right.
can see us.
Why was that such a big deal when we were
What
little?
was that? I do
I
not
don't know.
understand that.
That is
Because like my kids did it, I want to say like 2 years ago, one of my kids did it in the car and I yelled at him. I'm like, why the fuck am I yelling at them? Why is this a big deal?
Yeah.
I remember that
That
shit.
is
That's
true.
so lame.
Yeah, they always said we'd get pulled over. I remember, like, I used to put if I needed it for something, I would like try to do as fast as I could. Like, I'd be like, all right, I got to get this on and off in 5 seconds because I don't want mom to get pulled over.
Does anyone else like if they're like looking for somewhere? Like, say you get to a new place, a new town, whatever, and you're looking for somewhere. Does anyone turn the radio down? Like, as if that's gonna help you?
Yeah, when you're pulled-
Oh, dude, I used to do that delivering pizzas all the time. Like, if I couldn't find it, I'd turn the radio down. Like, where am I?
You turn the radio down and like
I've heard
drive
people
real
do
slow.
that. I've never
I've never
done that. But like, I don't know. I think I saw a meme
It's
or
a
something
focus
of it. I'm
thing. I
like,
understand. It's like
I was like, wow, that's fucking
You're
weird.
trying to focus. You don't want to have distractions. It does make some logical sense, but it's still
I know,
really.
but it's
It
like
doesn't
what-
help that much.
When I was a kid, and like my parents were like looking for a spot, and they're like, turn the radio down, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's funny. I never did that.
There's another meme where it says like, you ever like fucking smash a pothole so hard and you just like turn the music off and ride in silence for like the rest of it because you're like freaked out.
Yeah, you waiting to hear fucking bolts and shit fall off.
Yeah,
that
I've
sounds
done that where I
expensive.
turn- like,
Do you do that
I
after
turn
a
it
finger
off.
goes up your ass, Luigi? You turn the music off and just listen.
No. When the finger goes up,
No, that's when the music
just
goes
stops.
on.
Yeah. Oh, the music goes on.
That's when the weekend comes on.
Yes. Oh my god, dude.
Shit.
Like a little symphony.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this up, boys. Good podcast today.
Good one.
Yeah.
That was good today.
Big shout out to
Thought
all
it
of
could
our
have been better,
sponsors.
but you know.
We could always be better. Only if it was a
It'll be better
satisfying.
next week.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard you guys are bringing in the help.
The big guns fucking.
Yeah, bringing in 2 guys, bro.
Yeah, Eric Ott and the doggy daddy himself.
Yeah.
The dog father.
The dog father. All right, yo, big shout out to Arlen Kava for always holding it down, always letting us come here every Sunday and record. You guys are in the area, you want to check it out. They're a great place to chill. Big shout out to
Check out their
Asar.
new spot too.
Yeah, big shout out to Asar over at Relax and Revive. Total Motion 360. B. Remy Fitz doing his thing. Keep an eye out for him, man. He has some big things coming. And yeah, Arlen Kava has their second location out in Massapequa. It's called Endless Summer. Go check them out. Thanks for
Also,
listening.
if anybody decides to test out the finger from Luigi after his advice, please let us know how it goes.
Thanks for listening. Peace.
Peace.
Ta ta.